3, 2, 1.
Cold beer.
Hot liquor.
Not up for debate.
That's all. I'm already tripping. Already tripping. Okay.
Maybe it's so bad.
Let's go.
What's up, lady?
Let's go.
What's up there? That one over there.
Well, that is.
How you doing, man? I ain't doing that.
It said,
Yo, me and Millie done.
My Rudy God.
Miss So Ambitious.
We got 2 guests in the motherfucking building. Start with you first. Tell me name where you from. Yeah.
It's your boy Donte Anderson. I say comedian Donte Anderson, but I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah.
Word. So how long you been doing comedy?
Going on 6 years now. Since 2018, I believe.
Word. What got you into it?
I mean, I've been to, I was funny, but it just took for like a girl to tell me. You know what I'm saying? We was sitting around chilling, and she told me to go do it, like actually go on stage and do it, and that was it.
And you jumped right into it.
Yeah, that's how it happened. That's how it started.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, she saw something in you.
Oh, Angel Mills. Yeah, that's her. She gonna get a percentage.
So when so what kind of so who are your inspirations on like around the area that you thought was funny?
Around like locally?
Your area, yeah, locally, yeah.
Probably I would say it's a lot of them though, man. Like, I would say like it's like Brendan Rainwater, Jazz Gill, Scooter Fowler. That's a lot of people, man. You got Gigi LaFleur. She popping too.
Shout out to Gigi. Yeah.
A lot of people. It's a lot more that I ain't even named though. For real, you just have to really just check the scene out to know. But it's a lot of them though. White comedians too. There's some funny white comedians out there too.
So when you hit the stage for the first time, were you nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous. I was anxious. Like I was kind of just like ready to get it over with. I was like, let me just hurry and get it over with so I can just look at it and you know what I mean. But I went last that night. I went like 16th on the list or 17th. So but I was damn near sleepy by the time it was my turn. I'm like, man. So but I think it helped because I was so sleepy and ready to go. I kind of got to go out there and just do my thing. It wasn't like I was nervous no more.
And that was your first show?
Yeah, my first time ever getting on stage was in April of 2018. Like, I went to an open mic in downtown Greenville, and just went from there. We started going every Monday, and like you start meeting people, and it turned into like every Monday and Wednesday. And before you know it, you got a week full of open mics to do. You get your practice on. Mm-hmm. That's just how it started, really.
So how you think you did with the first show? How the crowd react to
it? It was all right. It was probably like 4 people in there by the time I got on stage. Yeah, but it was one white lady. She was over there just laughing the whole time. So I started talking to her. You know what I mean? But it was.
Shout out to you for still doing it with 4 people. I would have left.
Yeah, but I had wanted to do it so bad. I was like, well, I gotta try it. You know what I'm saying? I just got to try it because she said so. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I did all right. Looking back on it, I'm like, I think if you do it, you did good. You feel me? If you go out there and do it for real, I'm like, yeah, you did good, bro. Just go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? So.
Was she there supporting you at the time also?
Oh no, she didn't come, but she just sparked the thought though. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, good shit. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
So what did you do like from then to now? Like what steps did you take to perfect your craft?
Just going to the mics every day of the week. You know what I mean? Just starting to network too. Because it's more to the craft than just like being on stage and making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta learn the science of it, like the beginning, the middle, and the end, like the opening, the middle, and the closing, like callbacks and stuff like that. So you gotta do a lot of like failing at first. Like really, I call it failing forward instead of falling forward. You gotta fail forward a little bit.
Like
yeah, because you gonna fail forward. It's just a part of the game. You know what I mean? You up there in front of people. I mean. The way you practice it ain't always like that. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta do people, place, and things. You gotta see the people you see, the place you at, and the things. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. It's a lot into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Word. So how have you advanced from 2018 to 2024?
I would say
There go the chorus hollering at you. The chorus said, "Take a shot."
God damn it.
man.
And he put your name personally.
Yeah, he did. That's my boy. Me and the Corey went to high school together.
So the court
Yeah.
wants you to take a shot by yourself.
Now I gotta put my shades on when I get to take a shot. But yeah, the question you said, how
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let's run this shot first. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor, not for the bait.
I heard
Yeah,
what you
exactly.
said. It was smooth right there. That's some apple juice.
Apple juice.
Oh, yeah, that was apple juice.
Yeah, what I was saying was
Yeah.
from 2018 to 2024, how you advance with your material.
Just more material for one. And looking back on it, like I just start honing in on like my old material because you start doing so much and so much material, it's hard to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So just having structure, like not going to open mics and playing around, just going out there drinking, and, you know what I mean, smoking before the open mic and just going out there thinking you're gonna talk. You know what I mean? Like I start going out there with actually like bullet points. Like let me hit this, let me hit that. Let me hit that. You know what I'm saying?
I like your structure, though.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, that's how. I mean, and I don't know what comedian it was, but he said like, however long you've been doing comedy, that's how old you are in it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So like, they say like, if you've been doing comedy 5 years, you 5 years old in it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I would just say it just keep going back and failing. Like, 'cause that's all it really is. Like, you know, you get your paid shows and stuff like that after a while. You know what I mean? When you get people recognizing and stuff, but for the most part, you just going out every night, just keep honing the material. But I done advance too, just with the people that I know now. You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to actually like throw shows too, host shows, and sell tickets and the business part of it too.
Yeah, the business aspect.
Oh, they hit us again, yo.
You ever got booed?
Cold Bill. Oh, they hit us again. Cold Bill.
Hot
Hot
liquor,
liquor,
not
not
for
for
the
the
bait. That liquor was right there for you.
I have a question.
Y'all didn't give me a little.
You want to pour you another shot?
You want Bill, huh?
Yeah, give me a bill. I'm old nigga. I'm like start. Yeah, I'm gonna slow down with y'all.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, cause that shit right there wicked.
Yeah.
Like, is this is your main focus is into being a comedian? Or do you have like other areas where you gifted and you also?
I mean, yeah, but no, I mean, you know, I got kids too, like in real life. You know what I mean? So like, that's my first priority. But
Not for the baby.
yeah. So, but, you know, comedy is just, you know, it started off as like, cause I ain't really did nothing like that I was passionate about since I played for Southside in high school. You know what I mean?
What you
Like
played?
basketball. Yeah, like that was the last thing I did in life that I just was practicing every day for. You know what I mean?
You was
Like,
really passionate.
yeah, I had
about
an initiative. We trying to go to state. We trying to, you know what I mean?
it.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's every day. We Christmas tournaments, Thanksgiving, we ain't even at home. You know, now I look back and I'm like, damn, we was living like NBA players in the high school. Like I ain't even. What was my family at? Anyway, back to the subject though.
I like that. You went
I'm
down
just, I just have to not fear because it be like that though. You know what I mean? Like, but, yeah. What's your question again, man? Y'all got me drunk and
Already?
You don't got you drunk already.
He got a bill.
everything. Nah, I got
my question
I got
was,
so passionate.
you know, you said fatherhood, you know what I mean, and you was going down the road of saying like you ain't really been passionate about something like that.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, man.
Due
Black
to-
boy hit us too, man. Hold on. Cold
Hold
Bill.
on. You ain't pulled up.
Oh yeah, he
y'all gotta keep me prepared. Y'all ain't let me know. You know what I mean?
he read it in the comments.
So when they say shots up in the comments,
Hey,
you take a shot.
we had a hot liquor today, so I'm drinking this by myself.
Hey, what's that right there?
You want some?
What is it from?
That's our own shit. It's hot liquor.
You want to try it?
Nah, I'm gonna stay with this shit. They got a label on it.
You scared to try it?
Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah. Ain't got no label on it. I can't even tell the doctor what I took that fucked me up. Hey, can we cuss on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
That's because he cuss on Cold Bill hot liquor.
I ain't know. I just make sure I was cussing that.
Like when people drink cold but hot liquor, they don't curse.
Yeah, but yeah, back to your question.
Hold on, let's go. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Not
Not
up
for
for
the
the bait.
Damn right. mean, y'all better not keep talking about those shots. Now.
Shit, they be on, but they be on.
They be the ones that really get you roasted
It's
for real,
cool.
for
As
real.
long as I can sleep on the couch. Though. Anyway,
Yeah. We got some place for you.
back to your question though.
You know, just like other things that you are passionate about, that you have a drive for. You know, you mentioned fatherhood, which that's comes with being a father. That's natural. But like, is it like any other thing that you do, or like how serious? Like, do you have an initiative? Because you mentioned when you played basketball, you had an initiative.
Yeah.
Because this is what we want to go. Like with being a comedian, do you have an initiative?
Yeah, that's what I want to do though. Like, you know what I mean? I want to do comedy. That's eventually when I get stable in life or whatever. I just want to be self-sufficient off of doing comedy. Like whether it's like tour, book shows, merch. Having a website, hosting shows, but I want to be self-sufficient at some point in time with comedy, though.
With comedy, okay. Then.
So you hosted a show where you was hosted a show for Rella.
Yeah.
So how did that give you like a start? Like, okay, I had to host.
Yeah, kind of look alike.
Yeah, I told him that when I met him. I said, "Man, you look like somebody my daddy done birth." Anyway,
my daddy done
real
birth.
talk though.
Your daddy birth.
Skinny, I don't know. He did. I told him that. And I said, "Wow, we look just like." I met Rello at the club one night. I was doing like.
God damn, black boy. This is
He just spun the block on.
He spit the block.
I'm taking shots of beer real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Cold Bill.
Not
a for the vape.
Shit, man.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You drinking wine. Fall, you drink some Luna.
She ended up drinking that cute juice.
Girl, yo, sip on all those juices.
I'm gonna pour her. If
If
she just keep on with that, she gotta take a
I
shot.
need some of that cute
I was
juice.
saying
like
it. I was
that
saying
wine.
it for y'all.
Yeah.
It was for y'all.
Yeah.
Now, he trying
That
to
wine
pay
gonna
us-
get you drunk too.
He's
Keep
trying to
on.
pay us back because he had texted me the next day. He was on here and talking about, boy, I'm damn bad, boy.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get us back, though.
They get you cute drunk though. That wine. They don't get
Yeah.
you like old uncle drunk.
Shit, I done seen some people get fucked
Nowadays,
up.
they say it's that sassy.
Yeah.
Nah, I
Get
ran
sassy.
somebody drink some box wine one time, boy.
I like that.
They should have put
I
your
like
ass up
wine.
under the bed.
That show their ass, boy.
I like lemon drops and all. They get a lemon drop.
You feel me?
I can't drink no sweet shit.
I get a Long Island.
Well, my lady, I can.
I don't
You
know.
know, I'm with my lady and she want a sweet drink.
My old lady had some Riscotto. My brother told me to get some shit called Josh. That shit was nasty as fuck.
What was it? What was it?
It was some wine.
Wine.
But what I had to do was,
He having a good selection on
I
that
don't want to
wine.
get no
though.
wine named after no nigga though.
hey, that's what they say was drinking shit. So
Josh.
it's called Josh. I guess Josh stand for something. You know what I'm saying? The whole.
What?
I can't stand
It's over. They're talking about what?
I think just
Gotta get the
Just
champagne.
shoes
The other
and
drink.
just out.
The Josh. The
Shot.
other
The other
drink.
drink.
Yeah, right drink.
Yeah, that dude got it. Who that?
Uh-oh, yeah, can't answer that right now. Yeah.
But,
You gotta hit the side button and silence it.
Yeah.
See, that nigga don't know nothing. He don't know nothing about Snoop.
He just cool, man.
So
He
he got
just
an iPhone on the
He
way
making
to
it
do
work
it.
every day on time.
Yeah,
He don't
use some
Snoop.
Android.
Like, he don't know nothing about hitting that button. Nah, man.
Gotta save lives, man.
Stay live.
Oh, you a doctor? Or something?
Working hospital.
Man, that nigga's not. He ain't no doctor.
He's performing though, surgically.
Hey,
Cutting people.
nah, man.
Okay, back to
Go ahead.
Look, because we all over here listening. Like, okay.
And I'm feeding into it, don't know nothing about nothing.
Let me hold it down.
So when you when you hosted that show for him, did they kind of give you like a jump start? Like, how did you feel after you did it? Because you had to do the whole show, right?
Yeah, basically, I did the whole show too. Like, but I started off honestly, man. I started off hosting like rap shows and stuff like that when I was first doing comedy. So it was kind of like it wasn't new to me. You know what I mean? But it was new, like a new artist though. You know, Rello, he a different artist. So it was every time I do a show, it give me like a new boost. You know what I mean? Like even this podcast, like coming on here today. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like it's just something new to do. You know what I mean? Like, and it's giving me something to look forward to now. I'm like, podcast, now I'm gonna be chopping some parts out. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Now I'm trying to get back to, doing some.
You do skits too, right?
Yeah, I do skits.
What do you think your most funny shit you do? Skits or stand up?
Man, that's a good question. A good question though. I don't know.
Do you know?
I think I would say stand up though.
Stand up.
Yeah, like cause stand up is what I first started doing. Like, you know what I mean? I was doing stand up.
You in your element when you're doing stand up?
Yeah, like even when I'm doing bad on stage, like I'm still like, cause you still learning. It's a science. You know what I mean? Like I can go do some old material. You know what I mean? And kill it. Of course, that's my old material. But like it's a thrill in doing that new material too. Like, but I don't know if I'm even finna hit with this.
So have you ever did a show to where you felt like the crowd wasn't feeling it? Like you ever got booed or they just wasn't into it? Or because I seen one you did at Wakanda and that man got on the stage.
Yeah, damn. Y'all
Dude got on stage.
Y'all be forgetting y'all. But nah, I ain't never been booed though. I never been booed.
Had to come and take the mic from you though.
No, he didn't take the mic. He came up there.
I hit somebody.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying he had to come and like, you know what?
Like that.
Yeah, I hit him with that mic before you take it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about for real.
Don't try to silence me.
Yeah, you know.
I was making a point because somebody to come and get a mic from Raul one time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna have
I was being horrible though. So like in that situation, like I was drunk on the mic because before it was time. Let me unpack that right quick.
Man, you gonna have
Before it was time, when they gave us a bottle and we did a host, you know what I mean, and we don't went through it and we doing our thing, cold beer hot liquor edition. You know? They
let us go last and they done gave us all this goddamn liquor. So
so like it was a long time before we actually got up there. So we sitting back, we vibing. You know what I mean? Getting on fire. And when it was time to get on the mic, man, like I did horrible. I admit when I'm wrong now. You did. So like I did horrible. Yeah. And so when they came to take the mic, it could have been my brother, my sister, anybody else.
What you was doing? Comedy?
No.
We was hosting the show. He got some other shit, stuff like me and him would talk about each other.
Yeah, shit that wasn't for the.
You can't touch me. What are you saying?
Nah, it was basically on some spiritual shit. Like we having a conversation, like me and him.
And I went off into that hole and didn't have no business.
Yeah.
When I could have just in my normal state, I would have.
He's got a hold of that age.
I would have. I could have wop, and then did it the way that like we doing it now. But
he ain't fuck on no more show. He's like, I ain't drinking no more show.
I ain't
stop drinking when we do show.
Yeah. I ain't
y'all believe in what you want to believe in.
You know what I mean? Because it's really about it's strictly about business.
Man,
I go to
man, get your wife, yo. Cold Bill.
Hold up, that's crazy.
Drink that whole shot of wine since you huffing and puffing.
Talking to what?
Hey, look,
she couldn't even get a response back.
When people start acting like you be acting like y'all talking about, I get to go into the car. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm saying,
you see what I'm saying? I fumbled. I really did, and that fucked with me because I'm big on myself and performing the way I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? That's just like one of them did it. They would have been on themselves because they
was it about like an image thing, like your image? You like, damn, like I shouldn't have did that because like you know how you can fuck up sometimes. You like, damn, they might look at me a little different.
Nah, I'm a man that I solely like go against what society views and standards and expectations of someone. I'm big on that. It was more so that like, man, me and my brothers and sisters up here to show and prove to the world. Yeah, cold beer, hot liquor. And we got this spotlight on us and I fumble type shit. Like I knew what the play was. We don't win over the play. You know what I mean? And I totally.
You said you was drunk though.
I was.
Yeah, that was it.
No, drunk bad to the point like everybody shut the fuck up, listen to me type shit.
That was it.
Yeah,
that wasn't good.
When you drunk, you feel invincible. You don't even feel like you're doing what you're doing until somebody told you.
And when sis came back and told me that thing I did, man, I almost cried, man. I was like, ain't no way I did.
He didn't hear the cuss out on the way down the road.
I didn't even remember.
He didn't receive it. Yeah. He received it the next day.
I got drunk one night and I got to arguing with a nigga and I said some shit to him that I wouldn't even say to my own daddy.
Oh wow.
And somebody had to tell me what I said.
Yeah, Apple, I messed up, man.
I gotta apologize to him.
We gotta take one more shot for Apple. Let's get it.
One more shot for
Apple.
Cold Bill, hot liquor.
Turn your wine up. Cause you playing. When it's about over, you're gonna be drinking wine by yourself. So turn it up and just wine.
And Shirley, hey.
So back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point because the guy obviously got offended by something you were saying and got on the stage. Yeah. So like when stuff like that happen, how do you handle situations like that? Because not everybody gonna like your performance. So how do you handle situations like that?
I just try to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I just really try to keep it cool and keep I try to keep it jokey. Mm-hmm. First off. Cause that wasn't my first rodeo, like with somebody, interfering with what you said or like a heckler type person. Mm-hmm. But I just try to keep it cool and let them know it's still like business. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's why I talk if I get to arguing with somebody, I talk about the mic, like the show, cause it's business. You know what I mean? Like I don't try to get too personal, like bitch ass nigga. Right. It's just gonna be like, you know what I mean, the show or the mic. Mm-hmm. But It wasn't nothing though. The dude was drunk, you know what I mean? Everybody knows, so it wasn't what it looked like on camera, you know what I mean? Because if you look at the next picture, if you slide over, we with security, me, him, and security taking the picture together, you know what I mean? Because most of them hecklers, they'll talk to you after the show, man. Right. I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? They probably people. They probably people that really want to do comedy in their life before and just didn't never get the chance or just didn't have the courage to do it, and they just feel like that's the best way they can connect with the stage. So I don't really take it personal though.
So what's the funniest shit you that you do that when you go to our shows? You know, all comedians do like the same shit when they go all over town or whatever.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite joke shit you do?
My favorite joke. My favorite joke, it'll probably be it's a callback joke. It's about how like, you know, niggas we don't work jobs unless it's convenient for us. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about how we only get jobs when shit come out that we want, or you know what I mean? I was talking about when the PS5 came out, the unemployment rate got down. You know, just this shit. But nah, and I, you know, and it's basically like, and it's basically like, you know, I talk about how like, I said we black people niggas be at work, we be promoting our mixtape at work. Like, yeah, this motherfucker got 7 songs on it, but I swear to God, but when I hit, y'all ain't gonna have to fire me. I'm just walk out the, you know what I'm saying? And then, but I keep going though. I keep doing like material in between that. Mm-hmm. And then I hit something else about a job too. You know what I mean? Where I talk about how white people, they be trying to be too perfect at work. You know what I mean? Like, and you know,
tell the truth, baby.
and I say basically how like they'll turn something so simple into something complex. You be like, hey Rebecca, how you doing? She be like, productive. and then it'll be like,
I'm gonna start using that. Hey, how you doing? Productive.
Yeah. but you know, when I first did the joke, I used to be kind of stoic with it. I just tell it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You might not get the laugh. You be like, damn, that shit funny as fuck. But you ain't. And then I start doing like productive, and I whip my hair. You know what I mean? Like, you know, do some shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, you putting some little life into it.
Yeah, for sure. I like that.
And then after the productive, I'm like, since you want to be so productive, I got a mixtape dropping last night. I got 7 songs on it. You want to be, you know what I mean? And that was my first joke that I had really made like a beginning, middle, and end. You know what I mean? It was like, and it wasn't nothing but like a minute and 30 when I first told it. I was like, I got to figure out a way to make that shit like 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Right. So you start adding a whole lot of.
You start thinking like, I need 10 5s. I need 10 10s now. Well, I need 10 10-minute sets now. That's how that shit really started coming because
that's the structure right there.
You're like, well, I need to do that and just build something else to it. But I can talk about that to drag it into this too. You know what I mean? You start creating stories and that's just how it comes.
I asked this dude how his day was at work one time at an old job, and you know what he told me? You know that the productive, it reminded me of what he told me. He said partly cloudy.
Yeah.
This nigga weatherman or some shit.
You talking about the weather?
Boy. Let's go. Brill done hit us with one. Let's go. Cole Bill. Brill.
Man, y'all making up niggas' names.
Oh, no.
I ain't even looking.
Turn your wine up.
You say we making up names now.
I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm having a good time.
So is
School
there anybody locally that you haven't done a show with that you would like to go on a tour with?
Locally. Of course, Gigi LaFleur.
That's Gigi got them be putting in that work, boy.
Yeah, cause that's I think it might have been like 3 years ago. I still got the memories in my phone and stuff. Cause Gigi loved to take pictures everywhere she goes. She always say, let's take pictures because you don't know who gonna be who. Like, and she say that. I swear to God, I ain't making it up. But we did a show in Spartanburg like 3 years ago, I think, and that was my first time meeting her. Her husband. That's who she gonna be with. And you know, we just sitting together and they had food and shit. We were just talking. Yeah, I'm Gigi, I'm Donte, and her husband Nick, and
you got a buzz, don't you?
A buzz?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay.
I get to talk. I'm passionate. When
go ahead. Yeah.
But nah, that's how we met. For real, I do get passionate when I talk about it because like, because the thing about it is, that's man, like
passion, though.
No, for real, because man, I'm telling you, the shit be a thought. All that shit be a thought before you actually do it, and then you start doing it. Then like 3, 4, I say about 5 months later, people start calling me to pay me. I'm like, damn. Like, even if it was like $30, I'm like, wow. Like,
that's what's up.
Shit starting to really happen. So, like, you see people out in public, and they like, boy.
We call it manifestation, bro.
Yeah, so that's why I can get so deep into it.
You
like, nigga, think I'm drunk or how when I'm talking, like, oh, nigga, you talk. Nah, nigga, I done really seen and, like, over.
You don't manifest it.
Yeah, like, even with Gigi, like, well, that's so crazy because I remember 3 years ago when we was in, you know what I'm saying, just to see her now, it's like, damn, that shit will happen. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't quit it, it ain't gonna quit you. You know what I mean? So
right.
That's why, motherfucker really think I'm drunk for real talking. Like, that's why I feel people like Kanye. When you talking, because it's passion. Like, boy, I can't even, I don't forgot what the fuck, where we was at. I got thrown up West Side. I thought we was in Greenville. We in Anderson. Boy, I gotta put my fingers down now. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, boy, I ain't in. Yeah, for real though. I ain't in West Greenville. I'm in goddamn. I'm in West Side of Anderson. We put it down with my strap. But for real though. So, but now I say Gigi, even like Brendan Rainwater. You know what I mean? Brendan Rainwater, he black, but he diverse too. He got like different crowds.
Hey, Jermaine Gas. We get into him in a minute.
Yeah, but they the only two that I know locally that's really on tour like that.
Okay.
You know
and you would like to tap in with.
What's his name? Funny man.
Myson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he dope too.
Yeah.
Myson dope. He put me on a lot of shows. We made some good money together. So,
who inspired you, like celebrity wise?
Red Fox and Mike Epps.
Shout out to you for saying Red Fox.
Yeah, big Red Fox.
You know that man right there was he was a very powerful man. He was the first one. You know what I mean? Mentally back in his time, like Red Fox was a powerful dude.
He was the first one before like Richard Pryor though.
Not up for debate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So like that's why he my all-time favorite and Mike Epps.
I have a different I respect that. You say that about Red Fox because a lot of people
don't get the credit that he deserves.
Not up for debate, bro. You know what I mean? That's respect.
He was the first person saying certain stuff on stage that was like, ooh, but people had to like, and white people.
It's funny,
but
it's and that's one thing I tell my love about him. Truth spoken through gesture.
I mean, man, like that's why people, man, I swear, people don't be believing comedians when we talk about the stuff we done been through. Like, I can just say something like, we can be at a drive-thru and we go get something to eat, and you know what I mean? Like, don't tell what you want. I'm like, boy, I'm fucked up. But y'all niggas might laugh, but boy, I'm fucked up for real. You know, so but that's how it is because it's all through gesture and art.
That's what I be saying. So I ain't even no comedian. I be saying shit. They be like, what the fuck y'all laughing?
But you funny as fuck though. I'm telling you. To me, he is, but he don't look at himself like that because bro, funny as fuck.
Man, I'm telling you, like
that's why this whole podcast that because motherfuckers laugh at the shit I say. That's why this whole podcast is right now because of that.
Word. And that's why I like this podcast though, because I forgot I was on the podcast. We done got that for real though. But that's what I like because I don't really, hey, but I like to be funny and just I don't care about
genuine
cameras.
Genuine, like. But it's the same type of vibe with these.
805. We're gonna switch back. All right, we're gonna come back to you. Tell me name where you from.
Shoot, man. It's your baby mama favorite country singer, favorite R&B artist. You feel me? Like maintain. I'm here. Cold beer, hot liquor.
Hey, this dude right here,
Put the hotline voice on.
Man, you feel me?
I'm here.
I started sweating up under my wig for a second.
I'm gonna say under the wig.
My arms I got on fire too.
No, you say all that.
Hey, with me.
I ain't gonna be no home wrecker to take nobody's wife, so we taking all the baby mamas, we taking them all. As soon as I grab the mic, start singing, it's over.
It's over with. He like that though.
So what got you on? What got you on music?
Oh man!
Everybody that's on here, hit highlight and follow, man. Get these views up. They'll be up to about 4,000 for the night over. Put them up right now though.
Yeah.
Hey, School Out, we finna block you now.
What he said?
Hot beer.
Hot beer, damn it.
Oh yeah.
We got it. Yeah.
But what was your question you just asked him?
From blocking School Out real quick, and I was just joking. But now, what got you into music?
Oh man, I guess just coming from a music family, that's kind of chose me. I ain't choose it, chose me. So yeah, like I remember being a kid, and I think B93 had just like started popping. And I was singing along to the commercial, and my mother had walked in the room and was like, "Sing it again." I thought I was in trouble. But she was actually telling me to sing it again because I guess I had something going. And just went from there to church choir and just the whole Southern Bible Belt.
What church you belong to?
Did you say ooh wee?
Ooh wee, yeah.
Singing like that, bro? Not singing, singing. Singing like that right there, you gonna say ooh wee?
Because you know, black folk, we float around church. We go to church with our friends. Like we might go to our home.
Now the old school didn't do that. You got to tell them what church.
Oh no, yeah.
So you got baptized at a certain church,
right? And your family,
right? That's your family church.
Yeah,
that's what you belong to.
Listen, my boy.
my grandmama's side of the family was Methodist. My granddaddy's side of the family Baptist. So I really can't really put.
It's all the same thing. The old folks ain't know that back. It's all the same.
It's all the same thing.
What y'all doing?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Man. It's just a different denomination. Man.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
You feel me?
So you started singing on the choir and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, man. Well, I was kind of forced.
You was the lead singer?
No, not as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. Could have been, but I ain't.
You had your suit and shit on?
I had the Game Boy up there with me.
Okay.
Had the Game Boy up there with me.
Yeah.
Like we got cell phones now.
Yeah, the Game Boy.
Yeah.
And singing on the choir.
What kind of Game Boy you had? I'm gonna test your age. What kind of Game Boy you had? You had the color shit, didn't you?
I had the color.
Oh yeah, you younger now.
Eventually, I had the advanced too.
Oh, yeah, you ain't had a Game Boy then when you said the Game Boy.
That big gray block.
The big gray block Game Boy with the gray games.
Nah.
That's the Game Boy.
Okay. Yeah.
One in the air.
Yeah, and then eventually I got around my aunt. You know, shout out to DJ Flea. You know,
shout out to my boy Flea.
Shout out to DJ Flea. And he started taking me to the studio when I was a teenager, like, you know, because he was doing his music thing before he started DJing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let me get in there and do something. But, you know, of course, my 12-year-old lad I ain't had nothing to say that they were talking about. So it was just an inspiration. And then he also gave me the nickname, too. So he was like, Maintain, and it always stuck. So, yeah.
So that's where the nickname Maintain come from?
Yeah.
So what is it like? Because you have different genre of music.
Move your mic up a little bit.
So
yeah,
I have different genres.
Yes. So what made you stick with country? Like,
well, I mean, I'm not in the box. Like I do the R&B, I do the country, I do the pop. You know, it really just depends on what the producer sent to me, and we just knock it out. Mm-hmm. You know, I try not to be in my head, because when I was in my head, I was strictly just doing R&B because I didn't think I could do anything else. But being that I'm an actual country boy from Travelers Rest, you know, like it's in me, not on me.
Right.
You know, so.
Can I ask a question? Mm-hmm. I do like being versatile. Would you attach that to like you having you versatile in personality, you know, like how you are in music, how you express yourself, because, you know, art imitates life.
Hold on, Ruff, ask the question. Motherfucker talking about shots up in the comments.
Who said that?
Cold Bill.
Come on, man, you said that.
I ain't even know the podcast.
Cold Bill. Looked at him. Out there.
Not a for the back.
I told y'all they're making up some shit. Somebody they got
bots.
They got a bot.
Bots.
Yeah, they got a bot. That's the AI shit.
Yeah.
Now we AI program.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm just saying, like, because to me, I'm just trying to figure out what your perspective on it. Because, like, my perspective on it, when people are versatile, like in the way that you are, you know, have multi-talented, that it actually is a display of their personality. Like, some people is just one-dimensional, they one track. You get what I'm saying? And I was asking your opinion, like, would you say you having genres? Is it a display of your multifaceted like personality?
I mean, it's almost Gemini season, so you definitely hit it on the head.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it's Gemini season. It's definitely Gemini season.
He says it's almost Gemini season.
Couple days from now. Yeah.
Very, very versatile.
Yeah.
And it's because to me, like, all right, boom, I'm gonna use Miss Bishop for example. Like her being able to handle and do, you know, like multitask.
Yeah.
A lot of the times that tells you a lot about a person's personality with me. You get what I'm saying? Or you know, when I ask you the question, like, what is your drive? Do you have other things in your bag? Like some people, they good at just one thing. But when you have a person that's versatile, and then they build up the courage to be brave to, show themselves in that way, that shows a lot about a person's personality. And I wanted to ask that question. What you think, though?
What? I'm listening to y'all. I'm taking y'all.
So,
yeah, I'm looking at y'all.
So to piggyback off of what he was saying, what is it that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna try country? Because that's like, if you want to, like, when you go back to the history of it, a lot of people think that country music actually started with white people.
Yeah, it didn't.
And it didn't.
It didn't.
So it started with black people, right?
Not for the
right.
baby.
So what is it that made you want to go back to where it originated from?
Well, like I say, I'm from Travelers Rest, so like as a kid, like Travelers Rest one of them cities where like you ain't gonna, you can't avoid, you're not gonna avoid. It's gonna be diverse.
Right.
I'm trying to put it in those terms. It's everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Mostly white.
Yeah.
Mostly white, but it's still
mostly white, but
you got a
it's
mixture,
right?
Yeah, for real.
And of course, when I get in the car with my mama, we listening to 98.1 and 107.3. But that's, if you really consider that, that's like the city.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So like what people were listening to at TR was like, the honk and tonk, and you know what I'm saying? And my own people was like, nah, we not listening to that. And I'm like, why not? It's music, you know what I'm saying? But then as I got older, it's crazy how you could drive Uber and get inspired by someone. Someone got in the car and was just like, I don't like rap. I said, what kind of music you like? Country. So I started listening to like country beats, and Drop Top Mustang happened to be the first one that came up with a hook for it. And then I was like, yeah, it's my sound. I think I found my sound. Like,
right.
And my sound is versatile. It's not just in the R&B box, the country box. It's like whatever my voice sounds good on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just
they on that bullshit. Go ahead.
I see it. I see the bullshit.
Yeah, on that bullshit in the comments. Somebody.
My beer. I start clutching my beer when they
the black guy, whoever that is, cold beer.
Hot liquor.
Not for the bait.
Whoever it was, they said it.
They say somebody's
be taking a shot. People don't know now.
They say they try to ban Beyonce from country.
They are.
Yeah, I see that.
They are.
They are.
Hey, but
they are.
Can we speak on that?
Yeah. So what it is, basically when she brought it out on Super Bowl, that she dropped the country album on Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
So when she dropped the country album, it caused a lot of commotion.
She had the hat on at the Grammys too, so I knew something was coming. I knew something was coming.
So you had a lot of diverse people that felt like black people need to stay in their own lane, and they felt like country music is not our lane. Mm. But then we had to school them and inform them that Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson and all of them did not invent country music. They thought
Elvis did too, but somebody writing out his shit.
Right, but it originally came from black people. Like we
started
country music, so they was trying to ban her from it because they felt
Jimi
like
Hendrix
she
was the best on that guitar
in
though.
her lane, and country music was not her lane.
Not for the bait.
And you know what's so crazy? Shout out to Beyonce. What's sad is the Beehive was quiet when she dropped Cowboy Carter.
Right.
I liked it.
I did too.
And maybe I liked it because I'm on that same wave right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of biased for me, but I mean, it wasn't a bad album.
It wasn't, but the thing that I didn't like about that is because Beyonce wasn't the first one that actually did it too. Because K. Michelle, she transitioned over to it too, and nobody really gave K. Michelle that that spotlight. Like, okay, hold on, because she got a voice for it too.
Yeah, currently trying to write a record. Currently trying to write a country record for her. So.
Right.
So what would y'all call Andre 3000 on that thing he had? The
Flute album?
Nah, way before that. When the Love and Below.
Love Below.
That when it came out,
that was like a band. Yeah, that was like.
I would call him like.
I'm saying that particular song right there. Hey y'all, what would y'all say that was?
It's like pop, because you can play it in a movie. You could play.
And I liked that song.
Yeah,
it was different, but it did numbers.
Yeah,
they be trying to box
and
us
actually,
though, man.
if you go look at the lyrics of Hey Y'all, like it's actually a sad song. If you go look at the lyrics, like it's really like saying like talking about how like people think it's got a catchy tune to it, but it's actually like sad lyrics.
Yeah, I listen to the lyrics to everything. Everybody do, yeah.
What they say though?
I ain't heard the song.
I know he was talking about love and expression, and
he said something like we ain't happy here.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, it's a sad song.
Said nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
He was saying.
So you think you got it,
yeah,
but you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
We said, don't you miss your mama?
Yeah, cause his mama had just passed away.
Right.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm on bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's sad.
Yeah.
You did say
That was a deep song.
But it was a black dude that show wrote all motherfucking Elvis shit. You know what I'm saying? You go back and look at that show, everything. He even got the songs that he had. He gave him the Elvis, but he didn't get the spotlight because he was black. So what's the little nigga came out? He had a white crowd though back then. They took it from him.
Chuck Berry.
No.
You talking about who? Frankie?
Yeah. Frankie Lyon or whatever.
The real king of rock and roll is Chuck Berry, man.
I'll get you.
Ever watched the movie Cadillac Records?
See, I was listening to Chuck Berry before I ever seen that.
Yeah.
Chuck I was listening to that.
And Etta James.
Holland Jack Wolf.
What's the dude with the harmonica?
Slim Harpo had that too, but they was sleeping on that.
Lil Walter.
I bet you don't remember who that was.
Who?
Slim Harpo. Go look at it. They'll show you all that shit. Like they came up with all that shit way before that.
And then they railroad that brother and like the beat. Like Chuck Berry responsible for the Beach Boys style. You know what I'm saying? The music, the blue suede shoes and the Elvis Presley style. Like Chuck Berry is responsible.
See, before I even see anything with Cadillac Records, my mom and them had this little white tape with Chuck Berry and the records and shit you spin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who the fuck is Chuck Berry? Yeah, I know I'm older, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You was doing this before you know us in the room.
Hey, check that man real quick, man. I know I'm older, nigga.
So he the oldest in the room.
Yeah, that's big bro. That's big bro.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's crazy y'all
So-
say that, though, man.
Y'all just look young, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he don't look old, but he's older. You know what I mean? And he's so
That ain't
older.
the way he was going with that comment, though.
Yeah, and the older ain't just his physical degree. It's more so like with physical degree.
Okay.
I struggle. But it ain't more so his physical degree. It's just more so, you know, like how you be mature way past your years because you got elders around that actually teach you know what I mean? So like, yeah, but you still old nigga.
Yeah.
You right behind me.
That's crazy they be doing that in the music though. Like they'll give like your sound and your look to another person. Like you remember the Jamie Foxx show?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that when they had the show and Jamie Foxx was an artist. He was doing his music and they gave his voice to another artist, like the same words and everything.
I don't remember that
like
one.
baby, it was like Baby Hair. The dude's name Baby Hair or some shit.
I remember
Like
that
that.
episode.
That's crazy though.
Just like when you listen to film I saw in Georgia, it was Ray Charles, you know, was singing Georgia, but they got they actually let Jamie Foxx sing and you think it's sample.
Oh, they let Jamie Foxx sing it for copyright.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, so that's
what Kanye did too.
Mm-hmm.
She give me mine.
Yeah.
So that's
copyright.
really
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx singing.
He sang the Georgia part, but you know it was Ray Charles shit, but they couldn't do it because Ray Charles dead and anybody got no master to his shit. You know, they got master, but they ain't got all the other shit to his music.
So they couldn't use his.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
it's a question in the comments. I can't see it. I ain't gonna lie, my eyes fucked up.
Do they think younger artists of this era are willing to cross over to gain a broader audience?
Nah, I don't think so. It's certain people like he confident with his music, so that's why he would do. A lot of people not confident with their music. So if they say I go to do some country music, everybody gonna say I'm a sellout of I'm this and that. But see, I would do it because I don't give a fuck about what anybody think about me. So
right.
That's the thing. I mean, I don't give a fuck about people at all.
But I mean, how can you call it crossing over though when we started?
Not for the base.
Because they're not gonna look at it like that. You gotta think the new generation not gonna look at nothing like that.
You gotta be like Main Train. You gotta break that barrier. You gotta not keep
Main Train.
That might be the album. That might be the album. You might have helped me come up with the album. The Main Train, because you know I stay on the track.
I look and do that to you.
Yeah, okay, I get
Hey,
you.
but I'm glad it came out and he digging it. But what is it?
Maintain.
Maintain. I said Main Train.
You been saying maintain the whole time, not maintain. It's the hot look.
Yeah, it's not usually what I do. Goddamn, don't do me too bad.
Half a shot. Goddamn.
Main Train.
Because he stay on the track. You feel me? Main Train.
I get that.
So it kind of went in. I'm glad I was able to do
Then
it.
who could roast me? I forget that
got you
motherfucker
back.
on.
I got you back.
Not up for the bait. Y'all made me forget what I'm about to ask you. So what I was saying about you is that like brothers and you know sisters that do it like Beyonce did it, you know what I mean? Doing that, it just goes to show the boldness and breaking the mold. Because people, I be looking at like sometimes the things that we expect, society got expectations for us, and we feel like we got to go to that. And if we don't, then we don't meet up to the measurements of what most of the people think. So, cause me personally, cause you black, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you supposed to just do R&B, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe a little bit of pop, but you ain't supposed to do rock and roll. You ain't supposed to do rhythm and blues. Like, man, listen, bro, we the originators of all this type shit.
Yeah, because with the younger generation of shit come out, like me, Rod Rule, and Miss So Ambitious, we might jump in the car and play some shit from like the 70s, some blues and shit. Everybody like, man, that's gonna put me to sleep. Go to sleep, motherfucker.
Right. But we vibing off of it though. Like,
yeah, you take you a nap, we're gonna jam. You take you a nap.
And for me personally, like
and go to hell while you sleeping.
I don't want to sound coonish when I say this, but me personally, I was getting bored with the R&B.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I was like, I done already took a like 2-year hiatus, you know, during the pandemic from the music. So it's like, I was like, what can Maintain come back with that's gonna be different, catchy, and just gritty, you know, like, you know, not, you know, crossing boundaries and just being that nigga for real.
And that'll be different.
Yeah, but how did your fans react when you first came out with your first country song?
I gained more.
You gained more fans.
I gained more. I think that with especially with that different market, you know, like y'all know what I'm saying. You know, you got your beautiful people, you got your wonderful people. You know what I'm saying? The wonderful market, they came in great. You know what I'm saying? Like I started getting booked, you know. Yeah. And then the beautiful people, they was like, we like it too.
Right.
So I like bet.
So I see, because you do a lot of shows in Tennessee. That shit right there. He just did.
You got an interview with him.
Asheville, a lot of shows in Asheville. Asheville like my second home. Shout out to Snoop, Uncle Snoop, man. I got a guy up there in Asheville named Michael Lloyd. His nickname Snoop.
Oh, my damn glasses.
He helped me start branding who Maintain is. Because if anybody who's close to Maintain, they know he's an overthinker. Right. So I got a lot of people in my corner that just tell me to relax. Especially doing country. I walk in the studio, shout out to Al too. He said, country? Like he even leaned back like, you sure? I said, just listen to it and tell me what you think. And then now I got people in my corner with the music that's playing my music for they folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm trying to touch all the generations, not just mine. You know?
So we got a question for you. What country artist is considered your main influence?
Good question.
Yeah. Shout out to Shonda Shirai, man, to come in for the good questions. And she be on it every week, man. Give her a goddamn.
And this is gonna be a crazy answer right here. I don't have one, but there was an album that I was inspired by that's fairly new.
And
this person actually said the N-word.
Some rapper.
So I had to. Really,
musician,
Morgan Wallen,
some type of rapper, right?
So I listened to Morgan Wallen. I listened to Morgan Wallen's last album, and I said, okay, well, you know, he said the N-word or whatever. He had to apologize and everything. But when I listened to the album, I said, wait a minute, he taking 808s and putting them in there, so I can do the same thing.
Cold Bill.
Morgan Wallen.
I keep talking.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said the N-word, and he got in trouble for it.
Let me catch it.
Hey, it ain't really that serious. No. I'm saying him saying that it really ain't that serious.
What you mean?
What I mean?
Yeah. Explain what you mean by that. This is interesting, right? I gotta hear this.
Yeah. Why it ain't that serious? Because like, if it ain't coming from a racist standpoint, then it's used in the same vein that we use it. But you allowing colorism to not let you see past it. And what I mean when
that's a different point of view, bro.
Yeah, and I just gotta add that.
You going by the definition of what the word nigga actually means versus what the meaning versus
there's too many great definitions for
right.
The connotation that they put behind it when they were saying it to us to make us feel like it was disrespectful.
Right, but you going by the definition of
look, I'm telling you something funny.
Because it means we
hold on, check it out, right? I'm gonna tell you something funny.
Don't hang with no niggas, none of that. He can't hang no way you put it.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. When Charleston White was having a conversation about, they said, would you get mad if a white man call you nigga? He said, no, that's a compliment. Niggas is kings.
And when
So y'all talking about
but you gotta understand
NEGUS.
you gotta understand the etymology of the word. Like,
hold on, let me hold on. He be like, look, he like that's a compliment. When motherfucker call me a nigga, but he like, a lot of y'all niggas with no real niggas say you gotta be out here like the motherfucking slaves and stuff was back in the day. They call a nigga. Y'all ain't no motherfucking niggas.
Yeah. Right.
Well. Okay.
I just want to speak on that. Like,
to get a different
and then another thing, what he was saying was like, everybody no motherfucking king, everybody no queen. You can't walk up to any black man and say, "What's up, king?"
Not for the
these motherfuckers ain't been no king. They peasants. How the fuck you king?
That shit. That shit. And like it is when you I feel you. Like naturally.
Hey, somebody put the eyes up. Look,
that's why I don't address everybody as king or so. I'll be like, "What's up, nigga?" What up, my boy? What's up? Or just what's up?
Yeah.
I address people to who they are.
So when you address somebody as king, that means you really know they bossed up. They on their shit.
I know they bossed up. You know what I'm saying? I know they done grind and been through the struggle to get to the top.
Right.
If you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you can't call you a king.
But there be some niggas calling me king. I'm like, man, this nigga bullshit.
when people come up to you and call you that half the time, reason why they do that, those are people. Reason why some people do that because they going through like you stupid man. But, I know I'm laughing.
But it was some real shit.
It was funny shit. Yeah, it was funny. But it was funny. But reason why people do that because people once they get off Jehovah's Witness or Christianity, they go to another level, and when they try to figure themselves out, so they be like on a spiritual level. So they want to. They go. For matter of fact, they go back to Africa to try to figure out what's going on in Africa. So they'll start calling you like, "Hey, what's up, King?" or Grand Rising. So they'll try to figure out themselves, but don't really know themselves. So they just following the trend. Everything you see is monkey do, monkey see, monkey do.
Every nigga I know that say Grand Rising scam. Them niggas don't be having their own.
Yeah, some people do uplift you.
But the niggas I know though, Fred, I'm just saying like they be some bullshit ass niggas though.
Some people do. You're right.
No, I ain't speaking for all of them. I'm just saying, you got that woke crowd now and shit like that. Everybody don't even be woke.
They just not woke up and trying to. They still really napping. They don't know.
It is.
Check it out.
Go
ahead, Robert.
I don't say Grand Rising anymore. I always tell people rich on Rising now because I want everybody when first time you get up in the morning, I want your first thought process to be how I'm finna get this money. Like let's think about how we gonna be rich together. So when I'm telling somebody like I get people to say good morning, no the fuck not good morning
I'm
me.
glad you said it.
Don't good morning me because I don't like
the resonation of the morning
because it's a spell.
You feel what I'm saying? So and we gotta break the spell.
Yeah, so what they say, but some people you have to go with them because they're not gonna understand nothing that you're talking about.
So you have to
say good morning.
No, I'm not. I don't.
You might not, but some people ain't. Not everybody, not you. So some people gonna talk to somebody in a good morning level.
In a way that they understand and
just like a good morning, you got a good morning. That's I ain't morning. So you got so you got the weekend, right? You say have a good week. That means you weekend. You know what I'm saying? A weekend.
Yeah.
So it's all
you gotta break the spell.
So it's all spell English shit.
And understand the value of words when you
shout out to Bowlane Slick, man. Let's get it.
I want to do this. No, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, not for the baby.
When you change,
that's why I tell y'all to take hope out your vocabulary.
Right.
You be like, boy, I hope I'm finna have a good day, nigga. You put out every cell in your body. You say hope ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And when the words materialize, just like when you speak good things and you see it materialize, you think good things and you see it materialize. It's the same thing when you use bad choice of words. It does the same thing.
People say, "How you doing today?" Excellent.
I tell I'm living
the dream.
And you know how you were saying earlier about like when you come a comedian, like and how many years you've been doing it. It's the years. Like when people come into the knowledge of self. Not a debate. When they come into the knowledge of self, or they come into some type of wokeness, you gotta understand they was reborn. And they say that on TV. And they rebirth, bro. They gonna go through phases where now they got a pride in this. They taking pride in it. They passionate about it. So they may run.
Him and that stop right there.
All right, Andar.
They'll run you down with it, and then like when they become grown with it and mature with it, then it's more easy for them to select what crowd they want to do that in.
And that can also be an aggravating shit when somebody become woke or become a Christian or become something. That's all the conversation gonna be about. I'm not gonna talk to you all the
Especially
time.
if you do it too
You know what
much, you
somebody
don't gotta
told
be
me?
too much on that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. You know what somebody told me one time?
What's that?
They said, don't let nobody make you feel bad about secular music. And I said, can you elaborate? They said, what you're doing when you're on stage, that's pastoring, just like somebody pastoring at a church.
Mhm.
And I said, elaborate more, please, because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna get struck by lightning, you know.
Mhm.
So what happened was
That's just a
they
myth.
said they told me, they said the bottom line is you got to touch the souls that ain't in the church.
Mhm.
And I said, wow.
Not up for debate. And the ones you
I
trying to
said,
touch inside
wow.
the church are already devils. So you can't touch them.
I said,
Hey,
wow.
dude, hey,
I
don't
said,
you say
wow.
that. You
Hold
know
on, they
what
got shots up. We
you know
got
what MC mean?
Hold on. We go. Shots up is the killer. We got Bill, Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Hold on, Cold Bill.
Hot
Yeah,
liquor.
I got some liquor. Okay, not a for thing. I ain't got no liquor. I'm not drinking no Luna. That's
Why
40 in
you
the
gonna
bottle.
give me Luna?
I don't drink 40 in the bottle.
And then try to put
Hey, but check this out. Do y'all know what MC mean? It's so ambitious. Mean
What, mind control?
No.
Oh.
Don't say that. You too old.
Talking about like MC Hammer.
Yeah, like an MC. You an MC.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
an
it.
master ceremony.
That's the same thing you were just
Mhm.
speaking on.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
master
mind control
the
is
ceremony.
something.
When you become an MC, you
That
become an
mic control,
artist.
that too.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
when you were talking about that mic,
Yeah.
like when you get up there, you feel to master the ceremony.
Right.
And if we know anything about a ceremony, it's to actually cause people to be attracted to
Mhm.
your presence, your
What you got
performance,
going.
your
Yeah.
entertainment, whatever it is that you got
Right.
going on.
Right.
And that was just adding on to the brother saying about
Well,
you
it was
pastoring
a
and stuff.
sister that told me that.
Oh,
Yeah,
the sister.
and she's dope. She's shout out to the sister that told me that, because I was like, because I was battling with that. I was like, man, like, Saturday night I'm lit, Sunday morning you know what I'm saying? So
That don't mean nothing. That is you though,
right,
as a person.
right.
Can nobody define what you do and whatever you're
So
doing? You
in
know
my
what I'm
head,
saying?
it's like that's just a part of my versatility as well. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta live
So that's what
outside
people
the
get it
box,
twisted
man.
at. I wouldn't say
Because
That-
I have
that's
more
what I was battling.
sides, so yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
I
me
was-
being on my godly side and then trying to speak on a street side. Now they
My
like, how
bad.
she
I mean,
a queen and she out here. You know, it's like doing different.
I wouldn't say that though.
That's why I asked them.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all
yeah.
ever think that's
Yeah.
contradictory?
I wouldn't say that
are
what
the
you say.
triple threat,
But
right?
you feel
You
like
are the
that,
triple
though.
I wouldn't say
threat,
you
right?
contradicted because for one, you done been through all this shit you've been through, so you trying to lead them not to do the same thing that you doing.
Not up for debate.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't call it
Evolution is
contradiction.
real.
What is real?
Evolution.
Not up for
Because
debate.
queens also sometimes guided their kings to make the plays that they made when they went to war.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm a warrior.
Yeah, so
You gotta adapt
yeah,
too.
so
Right,
it don't.
right.
So sometimes queens gotta
Right.
get, gotta get in that battlefield
Right.
too. So I wouldn't say you was contradicting
I'm
yourself.
fat.
You just
I'm
you
gonna say it like
did
this
you
one.
went through what you had to go through to make you the queen that you are now, so that you could sit on your throne, fix your crown.
A lot of cash. Shots up.
It's kind of similar.
Hey,
it's kind of similar.
Shots up. Let's get it. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Not up for debate. A lot of cash. This is my nigga. Shot a lot of cash, man. Let's go.
Like you got
that wine,
like you got,
you gotta take that now. It's cute juice.
normal work day is Jermaine, R&B would be maintained, country would be Mustang Maine, so it's
So
different.
you have a different name for every.
You don't realize how much talent you really got. If the right motherfucker hear you, nigga, you finna take over everything.
For real, man.
See, when people say that to me though, I stay neutral. You know why? Because like you said, take hope out the vocabulary. So that's why I stay neutral, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, man, I feel like I'm, you know what I mean? I just try to make the moves to get me to where I need to be. So, because I told my partner this, I said, this is my last job before it take off. So,
Mm-hmm.
And you manifest that, and that's just that.
That's it. Yeah.
So you did a skit. I don't know if it was a skit. You may be about to go to jail for real. Was it a skit that you did? Yeah. When the police you were saying, was that a skit or was you really about to go to jail? Which one was it now?
Drop Top Mustang been out for almost a year and a half now. Well, almost a year. And got pulled over one night.
Oh, so then you really
God,
happened.
throw that juice on
He pulled me out the car because and let me look into the camera. Let me look into the camera when I say this. Black folk, when you riding, have your shit together. It don't matter. Just take it for what I'm saying. Have your shit together. So I was sober so everything was good on that end, but I didn't have my license on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
Yeah,
everything
That's all.
intact with my license and everything,
That's all I
but
got.
I didn't have it on me, so that gave him more ammo to be like, well, yeah, step out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I stepped out and he was running everything, I said, wait a minute. Don't I got a song about running from the police?
Yeah, you do.
The inner drop top Mustang, you know what I'm saying? And then, then he gets out the car to give me my information and everything. He was like, oh, no, man, I can't be now you can't be on camera, but you just pulled me out the car and did all that, But yeah, short,
Fuck 12.
Now, okay. I'm glad you brought that up too. So when it's time to call 911, though, is it still fuck 12?
Yeah.
Not for me, it ain't.
Hell no.
Yeah, still fuck them. Cause look, I'm saying, listen, I'm going about it this angle. When you fucking with me, fuck 12.
Okay.
But if you out here raping a little child or something,
okay,
if I can't shoot you
That's
in your
why-
motherfucking face,
But it'll seem like a contradiction, but it really ain't.
I don't care. I'm saying fuck 12 because I'm doing something. You fuck with me, so fuck you. Fuck
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
Right,
Not
right.
for the
There's
baby.
anybody like, man,
Right.
fuck that
But
nigga.
on
You
the
fuck
other
with me.
side, when
because
justice
a lot of people will say that and then like they call the police first time something happened. They call them.
So I don't believe in
the
the contradiction.
Like what
Okay.
bro just said, like the raping of a child, like justice gonna be served in the street, or the police gotta serve justice on it. But something
Either
gotta
one
happen.
of them, yeah.
Something gotta happen to you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
It's
And then
simple shit though. It ain't even gotta be that big. It can just be like you see a nigga beating a girl.
you did what I'm
I ain't
saying.
gonna call the police over there.
Hey, look, no Diddy, no Diddy.
Why you say no Diddy?
No Diddy. Yeah, so you know that video came out. No Diddy.
Oh,
But even shit like that though, right? Even shit like that though, like if you ain't gonna jump in it, then call the police.
I'll try to break it up, but a lot of times you try to interfere in somebody's shit, you might get killed in the process.
Alright, so why not call the police? Your
That's
text,
what-
no, because they getting paid for to protect and serve. You did, and I had this
If
conversation.
a nigga
with
beat you,
street
legal
niggas.
situation.
But what I'm saying is, you said I try to break it up. So why would you try to break it up?
I ain't gonna call the police. I'm gonna break it up
But it's-
because I don't know what the reason why.
You're really not wrong if you call the police.
Reason why I'm not.
Yo,
Let me say.
pay for
Yeah,
let me speak on it though.
But him trying to break it up.
No, let me say why.
He jeopardized his life.
No reason why. Hold on. No reason why.
Right.
No. One thing about it,
Hold
niggas
on.
is scared of white skin.
I'm
So
not.
when they see them
with a
police-
badge on.
When they see them police, it'll make them think.
And I could have just saved this
I'm
woman's
not.
life from
I ain't scared of no
this
color
nigga
skin.
beating her.
Like, when
Oh, he
niggas-
pushed her. She
But I'm
falling
breaking
in
it
the
up.
corner of a way.
Look, the reason why I might interfere and break it up, I don't know what the real scenario was on the situation.
Yeah, but
She
she
could
could
have.
have.
It might not be
fucking his
wrong.
daddy.
It might not be wrong. She could have done lied about some shit and gave this nigga AIDS. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Right.
I feel
They
you.
beat her ass.
But
see,
no,
everybody
look at
ain't
this
designed.
motherfucker AIDS.
Everybody ain't designed.
Everybody mind not gonna
In
be.
reality,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We about to fight to the
Yeah.
death.
Yeah, now
But
You
we
gonna die
we
today.
just talking about
Oh.
simple.
Simple, simple.
That's simple.
A nigga done got emotional. He jumping on you.
all right. So boom.
You got
another
emotion, you
thing.
jumping on a girl, you
No,
don't need
I
them.
done
You
been
got-
in that situation before.
Another thing.
Yeah, me
another
too. You don't
situation.
need that if
You
you're
got a
emotional.
mother that is she's malnourishing her child.
Oh, yeah.
Not to say that's a wily thing. I'm just throwing an example out there. You know what I mean? You got certain people that will put the people on her about there, and they be like, "Oh, they snitch, whoop the whoop this, whoop the whoop
Man,
that."
them kids would die. if you would
Can I
die
get my
like that,
opinion
bro.
in? I feel like now when it comes to me, like I feel like most people when they call the police, if they do have to call the police, like have to call the police, it's not even if you call them. I feel like you still don't get no security from them coming. Like it's not no security. Even if you call them from a home from a mama that malnourished them, they gonna come to the home. You think they're gonna really give a fuck about the kid or that parent? They're gonna really take that kid and put them kids somewhere else where they still probably ain't getting nourished.
They'll come here 1,000 times, don't care. You right.
They don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you ever had the time to hit them up, even when they come to Black
She
families,
exactly
when
right.
they have you still scared of their ass, you still looking at them like, are you really here to
With
protect
domestic
me?
situation like
But
that,
they
she
come
right.
at you like you can call them and they'll come to the door like.
You right, bro.
They'll come to the door and might take you to jail.
I told you.
Right.
They'll take you to jail, but the next day you'll be right back with that woman. Have to call the police again.
Yeah,
Say it's
see,
all- it's like-
you
why
know,
you really
but
gonna-
in certain situations,
It's not
it
really
is
helpful sometimes.
it is necessary.
Yeah.
In certain situations, most of the time, we already understand that. You know, the cop. In no disrespect, because I met some cop friends. I don't know if they still watch podcast, but if they do, this is just the truth about
Fuck 12.
the cops. No. But they actually formulated years ago to actually keep us in check.
Yeah.
This is why we have the
Send the dogs and goddamn get out and fuck 12. Man.
ancestors talking to me. I hear my earring.
Uh-oh.
But like, no, I ain't tripping.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm tapped in
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
all the way. Like,
Passionate. Go ahead.
yeah, very. But like, they was actually there to, like manage the slaves.
Yeah.
And so like we have this deep rooted since about 12.
Right.
And say,
The overseer.
there was the overseer on the horse.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So like we have this disdain and this dislike towards them because it's been passed down through generations.
Fuck 12.
But I will say you can say fuck 12, but I guarantee you, man, niggas' attitude is different when it comes to white skin.
You don't know
niggas.
me then.
Nah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you want. I'm not saying you want buckle. I'm just saying for the majority.
I ain't talking about
making it
buckle.
about you. And he's saying,
I know what he's saying. Yes.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, man, I'm telling you, man.
What's your rebuttal to that though?
You can.
To what he's saying.
You could.
Like,
oh, he don't give a fuck about him.
Just period.
But
no,
literally.
look,
And it's just
Listen,
simple.
we have a story about this guy.
More than one. What happened when that police officer coming from New Orleans? We asked me in the car. He said, where y'all going? I said, why the fuck does it matter?
Mm.
And
when we came back?
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
And I'm not horse toward none of them.
Yeah.
I'm saying you still a man. You just in a uniform.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with a gang member.
And it don't make you automatically a good human being because you have that status. It don't.
I'm just saying, man, for the majority, like, it's as simple as I can be in the hood with my cousins, I say, right? And we'll be in the hood. Yeah, fuck, niggas is tough when they run. Well, I can take these niggas to Haywood Road or somewhere, and them niggas will be looking at me.
Woods Road.
Nah, I don't do that.
Boy, we got, but I'm not saying this.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You got
niggas in general, yeah. They turn the music down when the police behind them.
You feel me?
I turn mine up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take these niggas to 5 miles east, and them niggas' attitudes change. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just
even if the police on the road, motherfucker gonna slow down. They been to call me. I'm going past. Motherfucker, police riding stupid for. I'm going past.
So your thing is don't respect me because of the badge. Respect me because I'm a man.
Yeah. So if a police come up to me and talk, I have a conversation with you.
Right.
But you ain't gonna be asking me like, where you going, motherfucker? Where you going? Where you going?
Where are you going? Right.
Yeah, you don't need to know that shit.
I mean, it's told to hell if I don't pray.
Like I had a motherfucker come and pull me over one day. Like, where was you going? I said, boy, get some pussy. You wanna go?
Yeah.
They're my exact words to him. I say, but I know you ain't going there. Well, you got a job to do. They're my exact words to him. So fuck him.
So what y'all think about?
I know you be innocent when you be talking shit.
Hey, because that's what I'm thinking right
No,
now.
I actually have stuff in the car, but it be legit when I have it in the car.
Yeah,
he good.
But see,
All right,
like,
for the person that ain't good, because we got speak.
we gotta
speak for that
you ride
perspective.
dirty.
Yeah. And
Now if I got a pound of weed in the car,
you gonna respect you. That's what I'm saying.
No, if I got a pound of weed in the car, I'm not gonna get pulled over.
For sure.
Because you gonna respect authority,
and
that's the thing about it. Like learning to respect authority. Like even a child gotta learn to respect authority of his mother and his father. So that child ain't gonna do certain things when their mother and father is around. So we know that these people are supposed to be representations of authority. Yeah. So if I know I'm wrong or I possibly got a bench warrant or whoop the whoop this, whoop the whoop that, I'm gonna move a certain type of way around them. Versus the person that he's an outlaw or she's an outlaw because shit, I'm good. I can be in the car with so ambitious. And it ain't no weed smoking in that car. And it ain't only and if it's blinkies in there, it's okay.
But let me ask y'all.
You get what I'm saying? So we don't worry about the law in that situation due to the fact we good. We on the right side of the law. But when you on the wrong side of the law, that's the type of behavior that you get from the. You get what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question though. When niggas get caught or go to jail or whatever, majority of them motherfuckers done did something. Somebody. I done got pulled over, man, with my pistol. I'm illegal. I you know what I'm saying? I don't have no feeling. I done got pulled over.
You illegal or legal?
No, I said legal.
Okay.
But I'm legal with firearms and all that shit. So I done got pulled over with my gun and everything. You know what I'm saying? One time I'm looking for I'm just like you. I couldn't find my license and nothing. You know them blue lights make you
right.
them
blue lights different, bro.
Because people treat us different.
So I open the glove compartment, the gun fall down.
Right, because you open it and it's in there.
He said,
I like how my little flow board.
Hey, he spoke to me. He said, sir, can you just put your hands on the wheel and do you have a firearm? I said, yeah. He ran it. It was legal. Yeah, he gave it back, and it wasn't no. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
I had my firearm ran too.
Yeah,
he as long as the numbers was clean, he brought it back to me. Like,
But I feel like a lot of times, man, niggas don't be. And I say niggas because it's different between niggas and black people. It's not. Let's be realistic. You feel me? Okay. So I feel like a lot of times niggas do not be realistic with that. With that fuck 12 shit, the street code, the police, like, cause a lot of them niggas.
See, that's what I'm on.
A lot of them
What's
niggas,
the street code?
That fake shit that niggas follow.
Straight
like that.
So let me tell you something, right? So let me tell you, and I know you got a rebuttal for it.
No, I want you to talk. I ain't gonna say that.
I'm gonna tell you this fake ass street code these niggas abide by. I did a skit in the hood because my people's from the hood. I'm not no hood nigga. I grew up around hood cousins. I got my, you know,
No, for the bait.
all our grandmas grew, you know,
You know
so
what I mean?
we from wherever our grandma from.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
I did a skit in the hood playing an informant. I had the whole little necklace with the badge on it. We do the skit. After the skit, my cousin's like, "Oh, look, cuz, but you might want to take that off, boy. You know, niggas might look." I said, "Boy, y'all niggas out here telling for real with no badges." So, no. And this real talk, though.
No good shit.
Y'all, like a nigga, a comedian and shit, bro. But I don't really play. Like I don't really be playing that victim shit, man. Like my mom really raised me on right and wrong. So like. Half the time, man, when niggas be getting in trouble and shit, man, boy, you did something, boy.
You know you in the wrong.
Boy, because I done been guilty and innocent. And I know when I was guilty, bitch, I was guilty. I gotta go to court in about 3 months.
And I ain't gonna bring you down with
when I
me.
was innocent.
Oh yeah, not bring you down with me.
Oh, well, I don't do
Heavy
dirt.
on
I don't
that.
do dirt with people.
Right.
My daddy, I never see in my 30 years of life, I never seen my daddy ride in the car with a nigga or a nigga riding in the car with my daddy. So I never rode in the car with a nigga, bro.
I ain't with that shit. Like if I get like the police catch me, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, come on, Raru, they got us, bro."
Nah, like I don't even.
But you ain't my brother no more.
Yeah.
I love him so much, but you bro don't handle me like
Just
this.
how that beat on, I'm like, this say he done got away. Like, hey, Rod, they got us. Come back.
Yeah. But it's different though, man, because like niggas be seasonal with shit.
Hey, and at the same time,
Fuck
when
that
we
shit.
say it's the difference between niggas and
touch
black
on
people.
that.
I'm both of them.
You did when you
Okay.
niggas like Queen. My Queen said it to me. It's different between a nigga and a black man.
I'm both of them.
You did what I'm saying?
You
Yeah.
can
Because
be.
we talking about evolution though. So a great person once said, "All before me was robbers and thieves."
Yeah.
So all before you seen Raru the guy, he was a robber, he was a thief, he was whoop the whoop, he was. But the evolution is what makes it real type
For
shit.
sure.
You did what I'm saying. So like when we speaking on the matter of these polices, and I hate that we going so bad on them, but it's cool that we going on them.
Yeah.
All real and fake. A lot of the times we gotta understand that a lot of people that be acting like they be portraying they real.
Voice box.
A nigga that portray he
Shout out Voice Box.
Shout out Big Voice Box.
a nigga that portray he real can get his ass whooped by a square and he'll act like, "Well, I wouldn't even take this shit serious." You know, nigga got his ass whooped, boy.
What y'all
And I
define as
seen
real
you
niggas?
fight
though?
for real.
A real nigga.
That term is so.
A real nigga.
It's
is
too
just-
much with a real nigga.
A real nigga, man.
I mean, just the original platform of it is standing on morals.
Okay.
A
You know
real
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Standing on
Okay.
morals. Having integrity.
But just
That's
'cause
something
you
that
come
my
and
father
tell
put in me.
Yeah.
Integrity, have
Yeah.
dignity, have pride, and you being a man.
Just
And
'cause
make
you
sure
come
that
and
your
tell me
word
though,
equal the same amount of the shit. You know what I mean?
just
You know
cause
what
you come and tell me, be like, well,
Shout out Voice Boss, man.
You come and tell me like, boy,
drop top Mustang.
Drop
man.
top
Shout
well,
out
you,
to
well, you know
know
what type of
what it
nigga I
is.
am, boy. I done shot so many niggas in the street so dope all my life. I'm a real nigga.
No, that
How the
ain't.
fuck that don't make you no real
No, they
nigga?
don't. That just make you a person. Then when it's
That's
time to
they
get
got your
active,
money, you fought.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's the street
That's the same
terminology.
terminology.
for
And
it.
that shit so
Like
fake.
I think real nigga get mixed with street nigga.
Yeah.
It just
Right.
it's just you a real man.
Right, right.
Or stupid nigga, or stupid nigga. Or stupid nigga.
Yeah.
You
a
don't
real,
have to.
a real nigga don't have to be street.
Right.
But if you
right.
but if you talking about off of
Yeah.
morals and all that stuff, I won't even address a man with
That's what we
principle
saying.
as a real nigga.
You'll be a real man.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
call him a
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It's either a real man or you just a dumb
Yeah,
nigga.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
dare.
Right.
I wouldn't dare address
Yeah,
a real
that's
man
like women
as a
say,
real
I
person.
right.
Because you got
I'm
principles, you got
Yeah.
morals, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do
so
that.
you gonna say a woman? I see
want
from
a
your
real
name.
real man.
You gonna say a real man. You ain't gonna say a real nigga.
Like I don't like the terminology.
Cause the vibration of that word.
Like I
yeah.
don't like the up north terminology when they call they man they niggas. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
My boy.
I don't like
I unpack it a little bit. If you don't
because
mind.
like that's my man.
It's just like a low grade.
Like I just don't because when they saying that's my nigga, they not using it as the terminology. That's my king.
Yeah.
They using it like
My
that's
nigga.
my nigga.
That's my thug.
That's
right
my
there.
thug.
Yeah, that's my thug right
That's my
there.
thug.
Right.
I don't like that. So when
Okay.
you be, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, that's my nigga right there. I'm like, yeah, that's my
But
man. So, you know, like this my man or this my husband. If we're married, I'm gonna always address you as my husband.
Yeah.
You see, you
So
conscious with
I'm-
them words.
Yeah,
though,
I'm
too.
gonna address you as the label.
They
that
can't call you
are.
his bitch.
But see,
No,
No.
because you.
I do not like
I feel you on that, though.
Hey, bro,
I
push
feel
the
you.
envelope. I like, bro.
You
I
that's
like,
what you
bro.
double
I like,
over.
bro. I like,
Hey,
bro.
say,
You know
hey,
what?
this song,
You my
The
uncle
only
now.
real
You my
women gonna
uncle
say
now.
no.
Yeah, let's go.
Only
Uncle Q. Uncle Q right
only
here.
real women gonna say no. Women, they got value and morals about themselves. They gonna say no.
But bitches,
I'm gonna tell you what that's.
Like,
bitches gonna be cool with that.
I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you that's a real
You got some
question.
young females that would be like, "Oh, he said I'm his bitch."
Yeah.
But what?
I had a nigga tell me that in front of his girl. He said, "Yeah, I'm such a this my bitch." I said, "God damn."
You know what I mean?
Well, I was like, "Wow."
And to me, and it got to be the same thing to everybody.
I had a nigga really say that.
But it measures the respect.
Yeah. But there are bitches out here that hoes and they're women though.
And there are men out here. There are boys masquerading as men.
Sure.
There's fuck niggas and there's fake niggas.
Like my boy Lito said, he said I'm a pimp to a hoe and I'm a dog to a bitch. But I'm also a man to a woman.
The best way to put it,
there
type
are
shit.
different types about but
you did.
You still
Then you got the women say that good women don't be worth a fuck though.
Yeah.
So
That's in their mind.
But I treat hoes with respect too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You do?
why not?
Hell yeah.
Why not? Because you gotta understand.
What would you define as a hoe?
A one you pay for.
Yeah. That's a prostitute.
Man,
That's a hoe.
They say that's what a whore is.
That's a hoe.
Yeah.
A woman that get paid for sex.
No, the hoes is fuck anything and don't get paid for it.
That's a stupid dumb hoe. No.
Hoes don't get paid.
But
Prostitutes get paid.
But hoes got an age limit though.
And they still
Hoes be like in
But you
high
still
school.
paying.
Hoes
It don't matter.
age
It don't matter if a girl a hoe. They ain't a hoe. You still paying. Like you can't really define a woman as a
No,
hoe.
I'm talking about like the exchange,
know,
nigga.
you still
The exchange
paying.
for the pussy. You
Yeah.
talking about like being a man to a woman?
You got
and you
right.
Still paying for
You're
stuff.
supposed to do that. You
Right.
as the
So
provider, as a man.
Really, you can't define a woman as a hoe anyway because they might go out and fuck somebody or whatever. They might go through a lot of men that treat them like shit. And their body count get high.
She ain't a hoe in that shit.
No, let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. Their body count might get high because they going through all these niggas they think
They believe in them.
and then they get treated like shit. So they go on. So the
She
nigga
ain't a hoe.
After a while,
Hold on.
goddamn now, you
So the-
know
no,
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 she ain't a
Hold
hoe
on.
because niggas out
Let
here,
me finish
niggas
though.
out here lying.
Let me finish.
They make a hoe,
Let me
bro.
finish. So the nigga they leaving, right? Them niggas be like, man, fuck that hoe. So that's a word gonna spread. They gonna go talk to everybody else. This girl a hoe. So then their reputation gonna go around. And that's a hoe. When that woman actually a good woman, but you'll never give her a chance because she believes in you.
Treating her like a good woman.
No, see, she believed in you. She believed in you, and she fucked you because she thought you was somebody special.
And you showed not to
You
be.
like shit. Yeah,
And
you
then
ain't
she went for the next nigga.
Like
Like
mindset.
Yeah,
it's a mindset.
the mindset what she had was, I love this nigga. I'm gonna do right by him, and she tried her best.
And she say she fall for 10 niggas like that.
But she done ripped around and got her body. She done walked around and got her body count fucked up.
That's a hoe. But
Women
women that's getting manipulated and tricked by men through words and say
stupid.
that
A hoe is a girl that's going with you.
no.
After about
Hey,
the third, fourth
boys about to say you
They
pay
don't-
for all women.
Yeah, we do.
And they pay for all men too.
Shout out, boys.
They pay for all men and pussy or whatever they want to pay for.
Yeah.
See,
It's the same thing.
me and my hoe, I treated it. We was so good and had chemistry, motherfucker. She wasn't charging me no more. We was good, but she wasn't even hitting the timer or none of that shit. We was free.
You was tricking, nigga.
Because I told you I was.
But it wasn't tricking if you got it
But
though.
what I'm saying is, if you got a girl that's out here fucking, she on her mind, nigga. After a while, yeah, bitch, you hold.
So hold on.
Like,
So
You doing it for fun now.
How many more you gotta keep going? Huh?
So you was paying for prostitutes, bro?
I just told you that.
He said that.
I
told the truth.
It ain't no man around the table that paid for a prostitute.
I ain't paying for no bitch. No, I ain't did that.
Time out.
I ain't did that.
No,
So,
I ain't judging you.
She wants some pussy. I mean, you want some pussy, and she said, "Hey, yeah, nigga, it's whoop for this."
Nah, I never gave nobody no money for no pussy. No,
Don't take out to eat.
But
It's back to what boss supposed to say.
If I can take y'all to eat, the fuck you ain't shit.
But
have you did it though?
Yeah.
I
And what was just the fuck though? I took out to eat.
It was an exchange. It was an exchange.
Let me say
No, it's either you wanted to marry or you
No,
fuck.
I took out.
What you doing?
Let me say
I
why.
like this guy. You heard what he just said.
Let me say why.
He bullshit.
No, let me say why.
Listen to him.
I took out to eat because I thought we was cool, so we could vibe, have a good time, just have a good conversation, and be cool. Because I could have been bored, I had nothing else to do with myself. So let's go out to eat. So I'm giving you the money. Let's go out to eat, have a good time, and laugh and talk.
When you trying to marry, you on a mission.
And I might not even fuck her. I might have went back home.
Shit else but fucking around. When you trying to marry, you on a mission.
When you trying to marry, you want to
There
what?
you go. He bullshitting. He on a mission.
I'm telling you the truth.
You living the life of a bachelor.
Hold on.
But it's fine. Just tell it.
Now me,
Admit it.
Just say that.
But listen, I just got out of a 5-year breakup. It did.
Woo.
So before I try to go on a quest for marriage again, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I gotta find myself.
Right.
I love that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what am I? Am I a hoe until I find myself or what?
Well, I mean, it's just if you bullshitting around, like if you just keep fucking and playing, then yeah, you bullshit.
Okay.
But if you see somebody you want, and I'm just telling you, I'm just saying that I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I just know when I lost somebody, I was bullshitting.
Okay.
And when I put work in,
hey, voice box say drink soap for my boy in the brown. He said she ain't charge him no more. That shows you. no, that's powerful, bro.
Hey, look,
it's really if you been a nigga that don't pay it in exchange for pussy to the point that you got a vibe.
I treated her with so much respect. She didn't even want.
It's not like nigga. You can tap it.
But you
she
know
started
what?
telling me her real name and all. We was we started riding.
I like your honesty. You wiped up then.
Is prostitution still a word?
Because can we turn a hoe into a housewife? Can we turn a hoe into a housewife?
Yeah, prostitution is not a word.
I do believe you can.
I know what my brother and sister just said.
It is not a word.
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? I believe.
If she want to be a wife and she don't hold,
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. I wouldn't turn a hoe into a housewife. I'm pretty sure I didn't wife some hoes, but I do believe you can turn a hoe into a housewife because they got mental. If you can,
the mental don't shift.
If you can get in there somewhere and just like,
You gotta piss.
Cajon in psychology.
See, he gotta walk out. He gotta piss. Now
I'm listening to you.
No,
talk.
you still got to.
I hate
no
you
bullshit, man.
I'm gonna say you're naturally funny. Just talk.
I'm a recovering hoe.
You feel me?
I went to Hoes Anonymous. That boy crazy.
You feel me?
There's so many niggas in this line that pay for pussy.
But they not going to admit it. But
I don't believe a man can turn a hoe into a housewife. I believe she can turn herself into a housewife.
all right, this the same.
It gotta start from her.
Yeah, because it's the psychology.
So he can take her away from the hood.
No, she gotta be ready to not hold no more, right?
She gotta be ready, but
he can help lead her away from it.
Okay.
But she gotta seek it.
Shout out Captain Kirk, man. Shout out Captain Kirk.
They say that a man can turn a hoe into a housewife is because in order for that woman to even want that ability to change, it gotta be something that man is presenting to her to make her want to change enough for that man.
We done
She be like, I don't want to do this no more. Right.
But listen,
But some women don't know. Some women don't.
And they might see it through him.
Sometimes
until
it
you
take a
draw the
man
map
to
for a
show them,
woman,
to
if you
shift
draw
that
the
for
map
her.
for a woman, I'm telling you, man, like
A plan.
yeah,
And
Janelle
she
fuck around and
right.
they'll see
Exactly.
it.
You showing something different.
Boy, she like,
And she
She show
goddamn,
her something different.
I ain't got a hoe no more.
I ain't gotta be this way because with this man,
Because women
all of
used to
us be
seeing
hoes
the
till we
same
get a house
shit with
and
with a man.
So that's why we so quick to just push the man off because we used to seeing the
Yeah,
same
like
shit.
voice box
So you
hell,
gotta
man.
show them something different.
I'm with
Hey,
you.
think about this. All of us
But
be
you
a
can show
hoe.
a lot of women something different, but when you're used to the same thing,
Yeah.
it takes you going into yourself. Because if you say you're a different type of man and you come to a woman and she's used to fuck niggas,
Yeah.
she is definitely gonna treat you like a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
Because
Until you
that's just
change it.
Until you
change
bear
it.
with her because she not used to having that difference.
Sure.
So
Not every man has that patience
So
though.
as
That's true.
So as a man, should you?
behind your man?
So as a man, should you go into it like, hey, nothing physical until I figure out who you are?
No.
Yeah.
Cause that's fake. That's
No.
bullshit.
What? Can I?
I mean, how can a man not when you go into something as a man, I thought you already physically attracted.
Because if a
I
motherfucker can have all the money and do all that
sex. I feel like sex take over though. Like
But
versus
a
you.
motherfucker can do all that and
for the bait.
You
they can
can
take you out and spend all that money, but if that physical ain't good, man, goddamn, I can't. It ain't hitting right.
That's
It
crazy
ain't
how
hitting
that shit
right.
circle back around.
That's why you got girls that trick niggas out their money and don't and then you got girls that'll actually fly out with a nigga and fuck him. Cause that nigga right there, he got like the it factor and the money. See, man, y'all, I'm
No, you dropping.
Fuck,
Ain't nobody saying that but you.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
So carry on.
Yeah.
But that's how that shit be, man. Like
We listen to you. We riding with you on it. We
I
listen
know
to
I'm
you.
bullshit. I like y'all so funny. I told you I forgot we was in Anderson.
I forgot we was in Edison for a second.
We did kind of stray away from his interview though.
Uh-oh.
We straight.
He want to have good conversation.
This shit
He
was.
started talking good shit.
He had questions.
But he let it on too.
Interview, y'all.
Yeah, he started talking good shit.
I know he did. But we got to get back on it for a second, just for a second.
Okay.
Run him. Definitely.
What new album you got coming out?
Ha. That's all I can say. Is high
Main drain.
on the track.
On the track.
Main train on the track. this weekend coming up is my birthday weekend.
Big Gemini shit.
And I'm gonna leave it right there.
Okay.
Just have your cowboy boots and your hat ready.
You gonna have a party? I want to go to a hold down.
You need to have a party like that.
I'm gonna have a hold down, but I gotta wait till I get back from Nashville. I'm going to Nashville this weekend for my birthday, and as far as something dropping, stay tuned.
Okay.
So what's the first song you say you recorded, like when you step into the studio? Was it R&B, country, or rap?
I had that 106 and Park dream of being a rapper.
Okay.
Then we get to late middle school, early high school, where like we freestyling at lunch, but then it's singers that's in the lunchroom that's singing to impress the girls, and I'm like, oh nah, y'all not going. It's maintain season, baby. Like, nah.
They ain't gonna outdo you.
Nah. And it turned from freestyle battles at lunch to singing to the girls at lunch, and then because the assistant principal, he interrupted them freestyle battles. But when we out there singing at lunch, he like, I ain't even gonna bother them boys.
It's a different vibe.
So what would you say you most talented at with your music?
Which genre?
With everything you do with music, with playing the piano, with the rapping, the guitar. What would you say your main talent is with your music?
The main talent is definitely like vocals and writing.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is shout out to my dog TC Hampton. When I a lot of people come to me and say, you was maintained before him. But I say this with everything in me. Like, bruh made me that superstar that everybody know.
Explain that.
Because when I got with him, I took a hiatus. I was just making clothes. And then he pulled me back in the studio and was like, nah, bro.
Nigga, you do your thing.
You got a gift. You got a gift, and you in your own head, and you're not displaying that. So I'm gonna get behind you, and not take over, but I'm gonna get behind you and just be that coach to where, like, if you're doing something right, we gonna go with it. But if you in your head, I'm gonna get you out of that space, and we gonna keep doing the great things that you're doing. And he helped me build some of that confidence to say, hey, I can do country too. And not be, judged for it. But then it's crazy because when I dropped the country music, my people, fucking with me more with that than the R&B, but I still try to not be in that box. I still try to,
appreciate the stars on this D.
I still try to, make sure I not be in that box and still do the R&B. So that's also what he do. He encouraged me to still do the R&B. Even if I do feel like it's saturated, he's like, still do it, because you never know if, Jermaine Dupri say, well, you're good at country, but I need some of this. Then I'll have that ready. Like, here you go,
It's versatile.
That's having that bag. I like to talk about it like a utility belt.
Yeah.
And your utility belt got many tools on it. You know what I mean? That's the thing about being versatile. And this nigga over here yawning. I'm talking about big ass yawn too.
Yeah, I don't get no rest, nigga. I'm always at it.
That's what's up, man.
Nah, I'm fucking with, bro.
Yeah.
But like
somebody else gonna yawn in me. That's contagious.
Yeah, we always pass. We share the same breath. We don't know it yet. We do though. We breathing the same air
we
right
breathing
now.
the same air.
Yeah. That's why yawns are contagious.
Yeah.
However, the utility belt.
Yeah.
And that's what I was speaking on earlier, like having, that shit, that says a lot to me about a person's personality.
Weak ass blood.
Because you versatile.
Right.
And versatility actually for a person to be versatile, it shows different aspects of where they can show up at. And like, once again, I was just, speaking like me, he can make people laugh. He know how to put the spotlight on people and make people believe in themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then while they believing in themselves, he able to give them the resources to be able to push them up further. Like, those are different positions that you playing. Right. Because one, you playing as a mentor, the other one you playing as someone that's gonna lead someone, but also help you be inspirational. So now you believe in yourself because of what you heard from him. And a lot of people, they don't have that. They be one track minded. Country music.
That man TC cuts me out probably. He rarely have to, because I be in my head. He's like, man, relax, bro. I be in the studio, like, I'll record something, and I'll be like, nah. He be like, relax. You did okay, bro. It's cool, bro. Like, it's all right. So really, that's producer A&R, like and shout out to Captain Kurt Voice Box again, man. Me and Captain Kurt definitely we working on an EP called Behind the Main Curtain. Little play on our names and whatnot, and we already got 2 fire tracks on it. Both one's country, and then the other one is like a hybrid. It's like an R&B country put together called Lavendar Kisses. It's about a breakup, and
man, that Lavendar Kiss is so fucking gas, my guy.
Lavendar Kisses. Damn, I'm gonna miss
I still got the videos, bro.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo.
You got to sing one. Damn, you already at almost
another thing.
Y'all almost at 1.3 views already.
Hold on, I want you to do something for me. I see you got your piano on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I just want
y'all views up.
Man.
I just want to hear you play the piano and sing something.
Now I'll be totally honest. I'm learning the keys. Like I'm learning. Like so I'm not.
Hey, everybody hit highlight and follow. Them boys' views going up.
I'm learning the keys. Like I'm not gonna say I'm a maestro yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yet. See, a lot of people say I'm not a maestro, but you got to put the yet behind it. But as far as songwriting, oh man, yeah. Like I don't even write anymore, like physically. Like it's just I just go in there and lay it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I still want you to sing something for me, honey, because I love your voice.
Which I want
Lavendar Kisses.
I got to go in my bag for that.
Man, go in your bag, bro.
I know the seasons change. I know sometimes it rains, but that's just how we grow. But we grew apart. Where do we go from here? Or do we both disappear and never come back to the love that we both had for one another? I know that we didn't work out. We both walked away unhappy. I thought you was the one until you said we're done. Lavendar Kisses. Woo. Damn, I'm gonna miss this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo.
Hey, shout out to everybody still watching and putting the highlight and followers in, man.
Yeah, Lavendar. The title.
Shout out to everybody still tuned in, man.
The title comes from you know what? This is a part of my healing right here.
Speak on it, bro.
Whether the ex is watching this or not, shout out to her. She's moved on. She seems happy.
You miss her?
That was my first love.
You love her still?
That was my first love.
I say you miss her though.
First and only.
Damn, I'm gonna miss.
Okay,
this.
there we go. Yeah.
But I know. But I know.
She
that.
doing good. She hungry.
No. I ain't gonna do it like that.
I know.
You gotta. I won't.
She doing bad.
No.
It may not be green on the other side, but
ain't.
His grace.
It ain't.
His grace.
Y'all let him tell his
Yeah, for real, because I want to hear this shit.
My healing journey also consists, and it's crazy because I knew coming on the podcast I wasn't gonna be able to indulge, because I'm on my 31-day journey before I turned 31, and a part of this journey, I can't use a substance to run from the breakup or whatever I've been going through. So I've been trying to face all of that. And when Captain Kurt sent me that beat, it just pulled out the emotion. And then with Lavendar Kisses, the title, the ex's favorite color is purple. So that's where that comes from. Yeah, that's where that comes from. You feel me?
She miss you,
nah, man.
Yes, she does.
If not, when you give that ball of energy, love, and all that goodness of a man that you are to another woman, she gonna see
when that song blow up. Boy, she ain't gonna. She just gonna know.
Why y'all break up? What happened?
Work through it, bro.
There were things about myself. There were traumas about myself that I brought in. There were traumas about herself that I believe she brought in, whether she agrees, right now or not. But me holding myself accountable, stop letting things be a snowball effect. Like if I feel disrespected or if I feel that something's out of line, I need to handle it right there. So then I'm not emotional. And then as far as being emotional, it's like, single parent household, you know. So anytime I was disciplined, it was with emotion. It wasn't the discipline with logic, where it's like, hey, sit your ass down and I'm gonna tell you why. It was, you know, it was with the emotion. So I'm finding Jermaine through Maintain, and it's just just trying to be more logical without using my emotion first. You know, of course we're human and we're gonna be emotional sometimes.
Not up for the bait.
But
Bitch, shut up. I'm sorry.
But
Don't be sorry. I love you.
I get this.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
This fasting has definitely been a spiritual journey because, like, I want to hit the lunar zone right now. I want to roll a blunt right now, but I gotta wait till my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And
that's peace, though.
And you know, I know that.
So it's discipline.
A couple of weeks ago, it was really real. Like, I was out to eat with the homies because one of the homies had, you know, basically one of the homies, you know, okay, I learned that the ex has moved on, right? And
don't feel good, though.
Man, I was out to eat with the homies.
And they're talking about it.
They weren't talking about it, but I had to quickly dap up the homies, go home.
Because you saw her?
And I threw up all the food.
How long y'all been separated?
July will be a year. Yeah, July will be
I'm gonna tell you something about what you're saying.
And we tried to rekindle, but I lied about some things, you know, as far as like different females in my life, you know, but
why you just didn't tell the truth?
Old feelings came back because I was thinking I was gonna go back like, look, we just friends. Like, even if you moved on, we could still be friends. But then the old feelings came back, and you know, because like I said,
you let emotion get the best of you.
Yeah. And I'm just polishing myself, you know.
Yeah, a breakup is pretty bad when you love somebody, you know, like I went through a divorce like last year. That was one of the worst things that happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you know what I'm saying, what niggas say soft for.
Right.
Telling them whatever. But it was like one of the worst things happened to me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you'll find other stuff to get over it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I know that I couldn't use a drug to because the drug only takes
that's where the power is, right?
The drug only takes me around the problem. It doesn't take me through the problem.
That mental, man.
I ain't gonna lie. It actually helped me.
Okay, word.
I'm talking about these cold beer hot liquor drugs.
Okay.
Reason how.
That's powerful.
It's super powerful. Me and my queen, we were just talking about.
Motherfucker, y'all been cutting me out, man.
I'm
finna start swinging these balls. Y'all can't cut me out.
I don't know about swinging.
Right,
facts.
But now, with stuff like we're going through that, like people say, you know, don't turn to alcohol, but it actually help. You know, they be like, when you're high coming out,
it's a coping mechanism for you.
It can,
but it's false though.
I'm gonna tell you why it helped because I allowed it to help.
Wake up and be like, man,
probably still there.
How did you?
It helped because I allowed it to help.
Still gotta be paid.
You wake up drunk in the dark. You be in the dark.
No, I'm saying to me, everybody's different.
Yeah.
And if you hear them out, you gonna get it.
Look, it allowed me to do better because when I'm drinking, this it put me in another mind frame. Like when you drinking or doing any type of anything that don't supposed to be in with your body and your brain, it's gonna give you a different change in your mind and your heart. So when you drinking, you're gonna be all happy and having a good time. So it's gonna take your mind off all that. You might think about it. It could put you in an emotional state too, to where you fuck up.
That's why they call it. That's why they call it spirits.
Yeah, not for the bait.
But
it can also get you in another mind frame where you forget about everything. So the more you do that, the more you're around people that love you and show you the energy you got. It will take everything away from you. Like me experiencing so many deaths, divorce and everything. That really help. I really help myself by doing what I'm doing, even if it's drinking or whatever I'm doing. Yeah. Like if I sit around sober, I might sit in the room all day and just go into a deep depression.
It became an outlet for you, right?
It really just
it took it away. Yes, it took it away. No, it took it away. I'm telling you,
people can put stuff in the back file for 10, 15 years and not even know.
No.
In denial that they don't force it so far back that they don't even see it no more, but it's still there.
Yeah, but once you go in denial and take it out, you're gonna have happy years of your life because you done forgot about all this other shit. Once you said
until something happens and you realize
it's still there. But if you ask the city, your mind is the most powerful thing. Your mind is what make everything.
But it's a false.
You can't change it
because if you can't stretch that way sober.
Because I use weed as the same thing. But
that helps you change your mind though.
Let me go without weed for a whole day and I'm cussing people out. It shows me that I'm coping with my anger. That at the end of the day, the weed is just covering up me getting angry. But when I go without it for 2-3 days, I have rage.
Your mind can also control you too.
It's day 25.
Your mind can actually control you. You can go into a deep depression with your regular mind.
But
With your regular mind.
I'm on that.
It
Because
take
your
your
mind
regular
don't show
mind.
you the real. That's the reality.
Yeah, the reality of it.
That's not floating above.
No, the reality.
reality.
Hold on. The reality of your regular mind is two things you're fighting against: good and evil.
Yeah.
So when you fight against your regular, mind, right?
Let's go to the other side.
Hold on. Let me finish. When you fight against your regular mind, you're gonna use all the negativity. You gonna use all the
She gonna make it make sense.
Yeah, you use all the negativity to take you where you going. It's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
So use your positivity. You're gonna be happy with it. Like you sit here all day and
You need that to be positive.
yeah, you need your mind to be
I'm trying
positive.
to look.
But
I'm saying you ain't
need
listen to what
that
I'm
to
saying.
change your mind.
No, y'all listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying with your mind. Would you sit here normally, like, just say we sober, like I ain't got a buzz right now like I want. You know what I'm saying? But if you sit here sober,
shit.
you have a bad part of your mind, and a good part of your mind. If you wake up every day, your alarm go off and you stop it and snooze, instead of getting the fuck right up then and be like, let me get this day over with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this great day and get over with. Like, I'm so tired of this job. Let me get this all this bullshit. It's gonna put you in a negative state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit here, say you're in a relationship, you be like, oh, this girl doing better without me. She probably done found somebody else. You done spoken into existence. Now she done found somebody else. Now you really fucked up from it.
So let me ask you a question though.
With me though, my bad. With me though, it's like I don't care. Fuck it. I had to get my priorities in order. And I knew that let me take away this for a second so I can really see where I need to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll probably come back to it because I'm not perfect and I like to party. I'm an entertainer. I'm a musician. I love to party. I love to have people dancing and laughing and carrying on. But let me go away from it. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been a battle. Like I just opened up for Luke Nasty last night. DJ Luke Nasty. Now you know he blowing it down. You know, shout out DJ Luke Nasty. You know he blowing it down. And everybody around me blowing it down and drinking, but I was like, nah, can I just get crackberry juice, please?
That's strong, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what have you
What would you
learned?
finna ask me?
I was just gonna ask you when you talk about the coping. I just break it down as simple. When you go out and get fucked up at nighttime, I'm talking about fucked up. You know, we chase drink. When I'm in the club, I don't have enough. I need
it's
more.
water. It's
So
water.
it's like, boy, you feel good as fuck while you're doing it because you thinking you finna fuck something. Everything was good. All the 7s is 11. But boy, when you wake up in the goddamn morning and realize you spent all the little money you should have saved for the next day, and you ain't even get to fuck nothing because that shit ain't even like porn in real life. You know, niggas, we watch porn.
That can fuck you up, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, though, it's just simple math. Like, that shit feel good while you're doing it. But when you wake up in the morning, I'm gonna tell you, man, I did shrooms one time, right? And I swear to God, I did shrooms that came up with $1 million plan. All my fear went away. But I said, boy, if I do this shit every goddamn day, I might be out my mind. I forgot about my kids got to come over today at 6 and all kind of shit. Cause I'm in a goddamn metaverse on some bullshit.
Hey, but what about in that what you just said, right?
In them shrooms was
what about in that state you find your genius?
You do though.
No. I want to say something.
You talking about with the substance?
Yeah, with the substance.
Okay.
You did what I'm saying, or because everybody computer system has a way it functions.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking about your psychology, your mind.
Right.
So we all sharing what we learn about ourselves. Like, bro, we respect bro on this journey to doing what he's doing because that works for him. So he selected to take this out. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, you have certain individuals actually add these things. They
to help them relax, and just really
Hakuna Matata.
Okay,
type shit.
Some people have to do that to study.
So let me give you an example.
Like smoke.
Some people have
that's
like I need quiet.
What do y'all do then when you don't have it? What if you ever put in a position in life where you need to actually bring out that quality?
Can I answer that question
and you don't
first?
have the liquor.
But
I want to answer that question first.
But listen though, listen.
Listen
though,
I still use my mind with a negative in the
listen, Russell Simmons came up with an Adidas song and shit because Russell Simmons was hot off of dust. He thought of that shit. But till this day, the nigga is clean because he realized that he couldn't keep doing that shit though, because it had him out of his mind. He came up with a genius idea off of it, but goddamn it, he can't do it to this day.
Now for the bank, I ain't even gonna count.
But my question to him was: since you've been on your journey, what have you learned about yourself since you've been on that journey?
Not for the bank.
You can't go around it. You got to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And we grow through what we go through.
And yeah, being sober might make me want to slap a couple people, but maybe they need to be slapped, you know? Being sober might make me separate from a couple of people, but maybe I don't need to be around those people.
It's real shit.
Because maybe maybe I was around these people because all of our minds were clouded. And I ain't gonna lie, like you get, I mean, I ain't trying to put nobody's business out there, but I needed to go sober, not for me necessarily to be a leader, because I may have had some people. I'm just saying, I may have had some people around me that I needed to show how to be a leader, and yeah,
that was the way of doing it.
Yeah,
so that was your way of finding out who Jermaine is
and being a leader. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Because I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'll have a good time and like it could be some chaos going on, but I'm passive. Yeah, it's cool. You know, I said it's gonna be all right. Nah, you know, it's what I'm saying. It's really some bullshit going on. Right? Nah, or nah. You know what I'm saying? When I really need to go handle that. But then who am I to tell somebody to try to cleanse themselves if I ain't doing it or I ain't tried it?
You still can tell them though.
Oh yeah, you can.
Not up for the bet.
You can, but like I say, if somebody doing their drug of choice and I'm doing my drug of choice, they can easily rebuttal and say, well, you blowing it down every day.
It don't matter what they saying about you. You done went through some shit by doing your drug of choice. So you trying to give them advice so they want to go to the same path you
But
going.
You got to be an action figure though.
The best teacher is actions.
You got to be an action figure.
So
check this
You got to
out.
be an action
Well, yes, you can.
We parents, right?
And he doing it though.
Oh, yes, you can. Like if I
parents?
smoke motherfucker, like I'm gonna tell you something. This woman used to braid my hair when I was younger. She smoked crack, whatever. Long live her, whatever. No, she like listen. Don't ever do this shit. Shit will fuck you up. So I took her words in it. Like sometimes you gotta see somebody going through something. Like if I'm a dumbass nigga, I go through robbing everybody. I got shot 1,000 times. Little boy, don't go rob nobody. Even if I'm still doing it, I'm not contradicting. I'm telling you, don't do what the fuck I'm doing.
You don't gotta learn by going.
And sometimes we meet homeless people on the street. I'm big on this.
Yeah.
And they ask you for something. But at their prime in their life, they was somebody. They was somebody that society deemed as worthy to listen to. But because of their station to where they fell at in life, we tend to overlook it. And this is something I'm big on. A lot of the times, the message that comes out or how it's sent is what's for you. For sure. It's not how it comes. Like the message in the bottle. You be like, man, this regular ass bottle, whoop, whoop. Why is you concerned about the bottle? Why is you concerned about where the message is coming from? Get the fucking message. Yeah. Because I'm a man that can say, like, most of my life, my mama smoked drugs. Yeah. You did what I'm saying, was on it. You did what I'm saying, did the things that she did, but that don't mean she wasn't worthy to tell me right from wrong.
She just did what she did because she liked to do it. But that don't mean she can't teach other people.
That don't mean that I know this wrong for me.
And they don't mean the shit that she was telling you, you didn't. I ain't got to listen to her because she smoked dope.
Right.
That's why I said. But a lot of us do that though.
But that's why I treat a hoe with respect.
You getting it now. So it's a matter of we tend to think that your appearance, how you look, you gotta look the part to be able to speak to me a certain type of way.
Yeah. Right.
We do that.
Right.
This is not for the debate. We do this. Yeah. But at the same time, I could be a homeless dude and I drop a jewel on you, and this jewel literally, if you take it, it'll change your whole fucking life.
So I take all my advice, my inspirations from people that's fucked up.
That's how you learn from other people's experience type shit.
So I got
all my advice come from people that's fucked up.
I got something that in my pocket that I want to share with you guys.
Don't shoot.
Oh. I was dealing with this Budweiser bottle. I'm scared too.
Okay, that's me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the reason why I have this with me.
Why you show to me?
The reason why I have this with me is because my birthday is coming up. You know,
that's the picture, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. You got them jaws, y'all. Them jaws that make you want to be like, you bring your ass here.
This nigga was 9 pounds and 12.
You ain't light skinned no more.
So you had to find your color. You had to find your place.
So with that, you pass
carry on, bro. Carry on with your
my buddy overall.
When I
ain't dressed like my buddy on this picture.
Finish, y'all.
Let that brother unpack what he about to say, because
I want to hold the picture what I said.
Yeah, my buddy. Here, my buddy.
When I look at this, individual.
My buddy, hold on.
When I look at this individual that's in this picture right here, that's who I am right now. I'm sober, you know, and he's happy. You know, he doesn't have a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm gonna go back to the weed and the drink and celebrate in Nashville next weekend. But you know, this cowboy had to take a break for 31 days just to get himself together. You know, I didn't want to go into 31 not looking like this.
That's what's up.
You don't like that, bro.
But I love you. I love the way you breaking it down.
Right.
Good shit though, real shit.
What you doing has meaning behind it. You ain't
That's some real shit though.
Yeah. Shout out to Mon.
I don't believe that's you.
Yeah,
for real.
big shout out to my dude.
Look at my. You know how you know it's me?
You
Look at
got
my hands.
that
Look at my hands.
nose,
Look at my hands.
Nah, that little baby light skin.
Man, that's your picture. If you got a fake picture of it, bro, we gonna roast you forever.
I'm telling you,
Like,
This nigga had the little big knuckles.
But you
Yeah.
is dressed like that. That
look,
my buddy.
Yeah, you like my buddy. My buddy.
Nose.
And you can tell I was happy because look, you see on the left side, I got the air bubble coming out my mouth right there. You know what I'm saying?
Straight my buddy right there.
Yeah,
Straight up.
that was a good picture. That was Christmas time.
He wasn't
It was
Greens.
Christmas time.
Season Greens.
Yeah.
For real.
This nigga was not.
He ain't play with that toy there, yeah.
He was not premature. Yeah, born a healthy baby. And about to celebrate that
He didn't play
31st.
with his toy there, yeah.
He broke the record that year. That nigga was riding this bike.
Eat applesauce.
I love artists with substance, man. I love artists with
That nigga had
substance.
a
All right, before we close out, I need a song from you and a good joke from you before we close out.
He already out here giving them jokes.
Oh, yeah.
The brother naturally talk. You ain't
I was
funny.
dropping mix.
Yeah, he-
Right now. I ain't bullshit.
Yeah, you got a natural funny. I like that.
I ain't seen my daddy in 10 years, and that nigga stay downstairs, man. Only time I hear from him is when he brushed his
10
tongue.
years, and you ain't. And he stay downstairs.
Yeah, I ain't heard
God
from him.
damn.
Only time I hear from him when he brushed his tongue, he be down there choking and shit.
You hear him through the vent.
But
Gagging and
we
shit.
kind of close though. Yeah.
Hit the close out question so we can go on. Before they do that song.
Oh, you shit, you just fucked me up.
Wait, he think about
Yeah,
us.
what you think about? I'm gonna start with you. Maintain.
Oh,
What you
shit.
think about the podcast?
Oh man, the next time I'm here, I'm gonna indulge and have fun with y'all.
Mhm.
You know,
Did you have fun tonight?
I had a great time.
You're going to have better fun the next time.
Yeah, for sure.
What you think
Pull me
about Robert the guy?
Very smart brother. Very smart brother. So, and that's the thing, like when you around other smart individuals, it makes you smarter.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the flip side, it's like being that he is a smart individual,
Mm-hmm.
that's dangerous because like if he know he doing wrong, then he got to hold himself double accountable because he knows how smart he is. He knows how intelligent he is. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you, man.
know, and if y'all see me on social media or out in the street fucking up, I want y'all to remind me of this picture,
Right.
like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
your grandmama used to love you when you was like
Not now.
Your grandmama knew love you. Now.
Hey man, rest in peace, grandma, man.
Yeah,
You
big
know?
rest in peace to grandmama. Big rest in peace to the grandmama.
my grandma too.
I love them.
What you
Hey,
think
man,
about
we
me?
gotta work. We gotta work,
Like,
bro.
y'all
We
gonna
not
do
slow with
it.
the funny shit, though.
We gonna work. We gonna work, bro. I'm gonna find something, bro.
So what you think about Mean Mill the Done? That's Mean Mill.
That's my new uncle. You feel me? Like
Oh,
that's my new uncle, man. You know,
My new uncle.
anytime, you know, my uncle say, man, that's my partner, then that's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? It's like Tez. Shout out to Tez. He chimed in. Tez, my aunt too, man. Shout out to everybody in the Anderson area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Flea, man. That boy crazy, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
So what you think about Miss So Ambitious?
Chill, relaxed, knows herself, knows what she's bringing to the table, knows what she's going for, but also knows what she isn't going for. I would relate you and Tierra like kind of in that y'all know what y'all want, and y'all know what y'all can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So
Tight shit.
hey, Shout out to the African queens in the building.
Oh my God, this brother! I knew he was my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show respect to the queens. You know?
You
But I'm
better.
still snatching baby mamas now. Don't get it twisted.
Now
Like,
for the bait.
you know what I mean? I'm still snatching baby mamas out here. Your baby mama's favorite country R&B artist right here, man.
We're gonna get back on your song in a second.
Okay.
How your experience been on COVID holiday?
It's been good though. I really felt like I wasn't even in front of no cameras or nothing.
Right,
Shit.
right.
Like, I swear, since I got here, when
You
I first
cool
pulled
ass
up,
dude,
I'm
man.
like, bro, this shit, where my pistol at?
When you first got here, know what you felt like?
Yeah.
Why?
Man, I got the clutch like a motherfucker.
Why?
Just because I ain't in my city and I'm in
Natural.
Henderson.
And he pulled up when I pulled up. So we
You
both
feel
looked
me?
at each other like,
Yeah, I seen him.
I think I know
I
you.
remember that nigga. I seen him out before.
I think, I'm gonna follow him.
You trying to follow me?
Yeah, I'm trying to follow him. Yeah, that's crazy.
You the biggest nigga.
And then, the lady looked, she said, where y'all going? Y'all trying to go up? Oh, y'all going upstairs. Okay.
Why did outside ask me where we was going? I said, I don't know. But nah, this shit really been good because like y'all really do not make people feel so comfortable. They don't think about no cameras and they get the authentic and look.
Thank you, bro.
No, for real, because and not even faulting him for that when he was talking about like you drunk, ain't you? But like I be tight, of course, but I'm good. I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? Like I get passionate, but when he asked me that, it was good because I felt like, damn, I'm expressing so much on here. He think I'm really drunk as fuck.
But you're really not just being your passionate, authentic self.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I think this shit been good, man. Like, I
this
was at the
is
house.
the most fun. Well, let me not diss
This is my
nobody,
most fun.
It's been the most fun podcast I've been on. I can't wait to come back.
I did my first
Because
one.
when you come back, you know you're gonna be tapping into that.
Yeah.
That shit with no label on it.
Yeah, I like you too, man. Because you know what I'm saying. I feel like if I was out in public and while I had my hood popped up or some shit, he might stop and ask, "Boy, is something wrong or some shit?" No, just certain.
You're not
people,
joking. What's going on?
It's just people out there that like.
on?
And he has a perception of a motherfucker that you like, boy, hell no, I'm still. But when he open his mouth, you're like, damn, that motherfucker might care for niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we all got a problem with. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. Niggas is scary. Like, I stay in a white neighborhood, and when I see niggas, I'm like, boy, who the fuck? Real shit though. And you know me, I got tattoos and shit. So when I go outside, I'm like, my nigga put my shirt on. I know I look like a goddamn. But it's good to break that shell with motherfuckers, and that's why I be vulnerable with people.
So what you think about me and Miller Dunn?
I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him, and I think he kind of teach me that you can have a difference in opinion with people. Everybody have a different perspective with things. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that we still gonna fight together, or they don't mean, because I used to take shit personal. Man, this fuck nigga don't know what the fuck, man. This nigga don't.
Yeah.
I used to be to the point where like,
my brother though.
you know what I'm saying? For real though, so like you talk to different people, and he older than me too. So I'm like, damn, like let me shut listen to what he talking about. You know what I mean? So
What you think about Miss and dishes?
that's you, right?
No, not like you.
No, because she must start laughing.
Yeah.
That's you, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
That's you,
I ain't gonna
right?
lie. You know what? Be honest, like
Hey, bro, funny.
I had the same thought on the inside, like, yeah, that's her.
Right. And I thought he was calling her Miss Son of a Bitch or something. What is he saying? But no, real shit. I fuck with you though too, because you kind of control the tempo of all this shit.
The moderator. For
Shit
sure.
be getting real rowdy
When
up.
people see that about her.
The moderator.
Shit be getting real rowdy up in here, and she know how to be like, all right, nigga, shut up. I gotta get back on track.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to derail. We can all because that conversation it be beautiful though.
And you know what I like to say? Men and Gil like women organizing.
Oh, we the hunters. They the gatherers.
And like you can a man about a house, but a woman gonna make that motherfucker a home.
Man, I have to get women to come in my
Type shit.
apartment.
You get what I'm saying, bro?
Because we can't do it. We hunters and they the gatherers.
And you gotta respect them for their authority and their power.
So when she was like, I was like, let's shut up, y'all, for real. She done spoke on it.
Yeah.
They want you to drop top Mustang real quick. We gotta close out. They want you to drop top Mustang real quick.
Acapella, huh?
No,
we can play with the music.
No, we're gonna play
with the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. You got damn.
Go ahead now.
Still got my shit.
It's on
YouTube.
You made me want to be a big nigga, man.
No, now.
Hey man, we got. We definitely got to work.
But y'all kept us way over the limit too.
We did.
Hell yeah.
But we been having fun though, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit been good.
Hey,
Like
I appreciate y'all bringing us home, man.
We supposed to stop at 8:40.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, the ratings.
Y'all already up. Look, y'all already up at 1.5K.
That shit was a good time.
Yeah.
I really forgot, man.
Yeah.
So you missed your first podcast.
I
With us.
did.
Yeah, you did. You missed the first one, so we had to rebook you again.
We had an interview with you too. The interview.
Yeah, we did an interview with you at Charleston Pub.
That's right.
What's What's the song?
Drop Top Mustang.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying. Let me make sure.
I'm gonna go there after I leave.
You gonna go to work?
No, I'm gonna go to the
Oh, okay.
Man, I enjoyed y'all brothers. I enjoyed y'all brothers, man. Hey, bro, rock that shit, man. You dope. Man.
Hey, highlight followers, turn up.
I got Blaze on the way, intoxicated at the bar. She sent me a text.
You supposed to be singing with me.
Yeah.
And if you refuse, I'm gonna call the police. Did it close my tab as I stumbled out the put the keys in the ignition, the pedal to the construction on the. I took a different route. I'm getting blue lighted in her drop top Mustang. In her drop top Mustang. She told me if I did stop. Hey, listen. Happy birthday to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say right now.
Day, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
You hear me, King?
This Saturday coming up. Happy birthday to me, man.
King.
Yeah.
Happy born day.
Hey.
Get on his ass, this one.
I was riding in a drop top Mustang. Hold on, listen to the story. Blue lights flashing, walked up to the car, hand on his gun, he said, I know who you are. High speed chairs, if I make it to Tennessee. High in the mountains, they will never get to me, or possibly. The U.S. Marshal trapped me up at my show in Asheville. Hey, make it to Nashville. I finally made up my mind. I'm about to cross state lines in a drop top Mustang.
Boy, that's hard, boy.
Hey, bro, gas.
That is hard.
This
though.
man right here is the star power. This is star power right here.
He got a sound, boy. That shit hard. You got the dope boy here. This is a nigga that
What's up, dog? What's going on?
This the nigga that funded everything.
Hey, get that speaker. Sit down the speaker back there.
That be bro right there.
I'm gonna get a seat back there so you get on the camera. On the speaker.
Yeah.
Boy, I want to
Sure.
sure. Let me show you.
I'm getting high. What's up,
What's up, dog?
What's up,
dog?
Got my boy in the building.
Yeah.
This nigga look like my daddy, man. Light skin as a mother.
So what other songs you got that's really popular?
Them high yellow niggas be dangerous.
You good? What about me? I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah,
Popped up. Some shit we ain't never seen.
That's drop top Mustang.
Yeah.
He shot the boys box, man.
Hey, bro, can we get one more song?
Yeah.
Can we get
Mine got wrecked
over the sounds?
Okay, let me see if I can airdrop it real quick.
Please airdrop it.
Okay.
You got YouTube. I got YouTube.
It ain't. It's unreleased. It's unreleased. Yeah.
We need Lavendar Kisses,
We
bro.
Lavendar Kisses. That's
We the
y'all.
first niggas
Bro.
over here Lavendar Kisses.
Man, shout out to Captain
Bro,
Kirk,
when that brother
man.
dropped that shit, man, I don't even know what he was going
Let me
through
turn
till he
Mustang on.
unpacked
That
it on
drop
hill.
top Mustang, boy.
I like that.
Boy, that shit
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm about
It's a hit.
Let me call Ford. real
Oh,
quick.
Hey, put your phone close to me. It means
Let him. He's finna sell how I dropped some Mustang video. How that-
So,
That's hard.
shout out to Voice Box.
say TC plug in.
Yeah, nah.
Press the button too.
Okay.
Still ain't
Oh,
going
what iPhone? Hold on. Let me see.
I'm
That brother
gonna
right
start
there.
not letting him finish it. But
That drop top
TC had been
Mustang
telling me
hard,
about
boy.
maintain. You know what I'm saying? And
man, you
he
train.
kept telling me, hey bro, you gotta work maintain, you gotta work maintain. And you know, TC, he always just say, uniting people together. So I finally met Maintain at the Coco video shoot. Coco, well not Coco baby.
Mhm.
And me and him chopped it up or whatnot before the video shoot because Coco was 17 hours late. So me and him had time to chop it up. And we put the bond instantly, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Unite. And I'm gonna let him go from there.
Yeah, man. Voice Box, man. It's a cool brother. Man.
That's my brother, man.
We definitely talked the whole way from Atlanta to Nashville, back to Greenville, man. It was an experience. We got out there, we got the drop top Mustang. We was out on Broadway, and we was out on Broadway. We had a good time. Shout out to A.
Oh yeah, A took that.
A took that. A took that. She did really good as far as, you know, just being around with the camera, getting behind the scenes and everything.
We wasn't gonna tell the word, but we freestyled the whole video.
Yeah, we definitely freestyled the
word.
whole video.
He hit me up 3 days
that's
before we went to
dope.
Nashville. He said, "Boy, if I'll be back, I can go to Nashville." That's what you go to Nashville for. He said, "Well, I'm going to go check out Nashville to see what I can do with the video."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Look," I said, "Send me that bag, and I'm coming." He sent me the bag, and I came.
That's a
The rest of the history.
That's that one hand. That's that one hand watch the other, both hand watch the face type
This
shit.
one we been shouting out the
Yeah. Voice
Voice
box.
Box,
Yeah.
I shouted the nigga out.
We say voice box bone on when
The younger one.
I've been shouting the nigga. I didn't know who he was.
Because on there it's Abdul Blue.
I'm actually,
but we know that's
him.
him.
I'm gonna know that though. You know
I've
what
been
I'm
telling motherfuckers I know you and
I ain't from Atlanta, man. People like he from Atlanta.
I said, hell yeah, we grew up in the sandbox.
No, sir.
You gotta try it.
And then when I seen him, I said, that nigga was my teacher.
I told you, bro. You funny, bro. You funny,
Yeah,
bro.
man. I'm headed back to Nashville this weekend. Just gonna be more leisure and just relaxing, having a good time. And you know, celebrating my cleanse by not cleansing. And, you know, come back to Greenville with the priorities back, you know, the way I had them when I left. So, yeah, you know. But this next joint, it's called Lavendar Kisses, man. Shout out to anybody that has went through a breakup or is currently like, you know, hurting and healing.
Get the follow the highlight shit.
That shit hard, though.
And this shit gas right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be. This is a good song right here, man.
It's good to see niggas doing white people shit.
But it ain't white people shit.
I know.
It's really you finding out your shit.
They done made it so white. It's just like, goddamn, it's just good to see niggas just tapping back in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not for the bait.
I wish I would see a nigga try you. I'd beat him with a good boy.
Beat him with a good talk.
Good talk.
And a bar stool.
And saying that Lavendar Kisses to his ass.
Lavendar
That shit hard,
Kisses.
though.
Like it up, man. Wait till you hear the actual track, bro.
You gas, bro.
That drop.
I want to see the imagery.
Mustang.
I want to see the imagery of them. Though.
Who
Like, I
made
want to see the
Mustang?
video.
Yeah.
Ford, y'all need to get this nigga a deal or something because he's gonna have bitches in the drop top Mustang on this.
They already in them.
Shout out Captain Kurt, man. Behind the main curtain EP on the way, man.
Hey, man, behind the curtain.
I know the seasons change. I know sometimes it rains, but that's just how we grow. But we grew apart. Where do we go from here? Or do we both disappear and never come back to the love that we both had for one another? I know that we didn't work out. We both walked away unhappy. I thought you was the one until you said we're done. Lavendar kisses. Woo! Damn, I'm gonna miss this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo. I know that we didn't work out. We both walked away unhappy. I thought you was the one until you said we're done. Lavendar kisses. Damn, I'm gonna miss this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo. And even though it didn't work out, I still want you to be happy. I know that it might be without me. I know that it might be without me. I know there was times you doubted me. But will we ever come back to the love that we both had for one another? I know that we didn't work out. We both walked away unhappy. I thought you was the one until you said we're done. Lavendar kisses. Damn, I'm gonna miss this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo.
That shit right there is butter, nigga. That shit butter, nigga. I don't get mad. I don't see this brother perform this shit.
That shit hard, boy.
That nigga, bro, that brother butter, bro.
It's like a real record. Like, that shit is real good.
Go acapella with it. Go acapella with it.
I know that we didn't work out. We both walked away unhappy. I thought you was the one until you said we're done. Lavendar kisses.
Breath control.
Damn, I'm gonna miss this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, my boo.
Quit playing with my brother.
I know I cheated. No,
Hey, bro, you dope, man. You dope. I'm glad I met you, bro.
Good shit.
You dope, bro. You dope. You dope, bro. You dope. I'm talking about from R&B till
person
country. You know what I mean? And that's why I asked about the personality type shit. Like, because you dope. It comes with you.
All right, tell them where to find you at.
Maintain MAINE underscore MAINETAINE Jermaine Nash on Facebook. I need to change it to your baby mama favorite country singer. I need to change it to that.
That's
catchy.
Yeah.
Because it's
you know.
That's a good
I got another one called Meet the Family that's coming up. It's like thicker than molasses, born and raised in Mississippi, something different. Way she walked, the ambulance gonna come and get me. Made it personal when she called me out by my government. No, she's sweeter than some juicy fruit. I chew her up like double mint. She the type of girl I'm taking home to meet my cousin. Fix a plate, play some spades, go back home and get this leather. Went into the kitchen, asked her auntie what you fixing. I already brought the chicken, is nothing else that's missing. What we got? Fried catfish and cornbread. Hey, them turnip greens keep her fed. Hey, them black eyed peas gonna help me see. Hey, that she might be the one for me.
Quit playing with this brother. Quit playing with this brother, man.
All right, let me hear one with the piano right quick before we close out.
Brother.
All right, let me hear one you playing the piano. What's up before you close out?
I'm intermediate on the piano. I'm still
just fuck up one time.
Man, this brother right here is dope.
He sounds so good.
All right, let me see something. Right? Hold on. Where the mic at? It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's gonna pick everything up.
I'm so glad you came.
That shit on. Trying to find my way back.
Yeah, that's it. I know I'm courting right now. You know, and my fingers too big right now. So
right. Hey, but it's dope that you doing that.
Yeah.
Cause when he pulled that shot, I said, "This nigga got
inspirational."
We both.
All right, tell them where to find you at.
I ain't never seen a nigga with a portable piano.
Tell them where to find you
My
at.
daughter teach me my piano shit.
And tell them what you got coming up.
Y'all can find me at the daycare picking up my motherfucking kids.
I like this nigga. I like this brother.
But for real though, you can find me on all social media at Donte Anderson. It's
look, see the
DONTE.
Hold on, right quick. DONTE.
They having a light skin nigga. But no, y'all. Now you can find me on all social media at Donte Anderson. DONTE Anderson. You should know how to spell Anderson. Instagram, Donte So Crazy. You can find me at the Comedy Zone on Thursdays, downtown Greenville.
Comedy Zone.
Yeah, you can catch me at Habiba's on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, I'll be down there.
At the open in the Ville.
Yeah, Habiba's at the open mic.
Those tomatoes at your ass.
I'm still a nigga at heart now. You know we was talking about black up.
You feel me? I like that.
Don't make me turn nigga. But nah, yeah, y'all can follow me anywhere, man. Donte Anderson on social media. I go by the name my mama named me, man. That's it.
Okay.
Hey, bro, you dope, man. Like, in natural conversation,
yeah,
you make motherfuckers laugh.
Word.
Remind me of bro.
But that's how it happened with Angel, with the girls. She came over my house with her cousin, another girl. I was like, man, they so fine. I got to keep them laughing. God damn it, if you get dry here. And so She told me, and that's how it happened. Just natural conversation. So I always try to keep it like that.
Yeah. A good vibe, bro.
All right. So yeah, I'll catch you, man. It's like I said, catch me on stage though. I want y'all to see me on stage.
Shit, we'll pull up.
Yeah, for sure.
Would y'all come back to Kobe?
Yeah.
Tonight we can do a double show.
Hey, I can't drink though, so I gotta come back. For
Y'all really my cousins. On some shit.
Second cousin.
Shit like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
He just mad 'cause he light, I'm dark.
Boys about my first cousin, you say.
I think Boss my third cousin, you my second.
He my nephew. He my nephew.
He my first cousin.
Hey, look, this room's so small, and these niggas so big, I gotta shut up. These niggas will kill me. I'm already.
All right, y'all tune in every Wednesday, every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Not a fucking thing. Cold Bill.
Hot liquor.
Not a fucking thing.
You hear, boy? I love my brother. That nigga so good.
I had a good time with you, my brother.
Yeah.
You gotta work, bro.
Yeah,
I definitely want to work, bro.
I got some cowboy boots in my hand. I just jump in the video.
I might get you to make a pair, bro.
Let's do it.
I want to know about the hold down.
I need to throw a hold down party for real.
They gonna be the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I'll pay for it.
That means that I'll pay.
They trying to kick my ass while I'm drunk. I ain't even going for it. Damn, they got this big old nigga. He's so big. Let me go. Where my keys at? What's the matter? Right across here?
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Box, what's been up, man?
I thought that shit.